Okay, people, this is John Henderson and Bart Simpson. Bart Mahoney. I'm not tired. I've been here since 9:30. Hey, we are now getting ready for the finals of the 8-man round robin. We did have some stream problems, but you get to watch this one live, all of you out there. And it's going to be Bill Villareal and
Randy Walker.
Randy Walker. It's a race to 3. Winner gets 300. Loser gets 100.
Bart Simpson. I knew that was coming. Sooner or later, I just.
What's that?
Bart Simpson. Bart Simpson.
Bart Simpson, yeah. Bart Simpson and I are the.
I made him famous.
You made him famous.
Nobody would have known who Bart was if it wasn't for Bart the Fart.
Mel, the system was not up earlier. We had some problems and decided before we blow the whole computer up just to leave it alone.
It's St. Patrick's Day, Murphy's Law. Anything can go wrong. It did.
And Tyler, it's like I said, Bill Villareal is
Bill and
Randy Walker.
Randy Walker.
Both went undefeated in their division. Should be a pretty good match. Randy's been playing pretty good.
Very steady today. Bill actually, I think, had a tougher go as far as the way the matches worked, but he grinded it out.
But we are streaming now.
Yes, we are. Doggone it. Yeah, they had the power go out during the finals on Sunday for the reunion tournament this last Sunday. And then, it's a real tricky little thing, and I think until you've done it for a while do you realize just how tricky it is.
What can go wrong will.
And it did. But we're here. And John, thanks for sticking around. I was stuck here. I've got the prize pool, so I need to...
You got the money.
I got the money.
He knows better than to leave the money with a horse player.
We could have gone for a couple hours, though.
I played this morning. Well, I played a couple of races this morning.
I'm gonna have to go back in training to remember how to do that, because got to spread the love. Can't just give it all.
I'd probably
to the
feed them
players.
enough for both of us.
Oh, there it is. Oh, I'll bet you do, Mel. I know. Mel Simpson. Yeah. My grandma was.
That's what I was thinking of when I called you Bart Simpson. See, I was thinking of my buddy Mel.
My mom told my grandma that she was going to name me Bart, and she says, no, they're Tony. No, don't name him Tony. Everybody's going to say Tony Mahoney's full of baloney. So they named me Bart. I've been Bart the Fart ever since. I highly recommend Tony for the deli. If I go to a deli to order a sandwich, I say Bart, they say Fart, they say Mark. They say anything but Bart, I say Tony. And then they call out my sandwich for Tony, and I don't know who the hell they're asking. I didn't see the guy in line. Nobody was there in front of me. And I'm stuck with no sandwich until I figure out the fact that I inadvertently changed my name. So Randy Walker decides to come back. The joint Q comes back. Randy comes back. He's a good player. He's one of the best opposite hand players. You'll probably see him a time or two in this match switch over to left-handed, and it's a mirror image of his right hand stroke. It's definitely something people should think about developing, because even the bridge, I don't think people use the bridge enough to stay in tune with a good solid stroke and execute with some decent speed and move the cue ball around, but yet you got to do it every once in a while. Randy just seems like he developed that left-handed swing, and he's just about as good with it as he is with his right hand. Of course.
And you said he's a pro bass fisherman.
Yeah, and he's out there sponsored on the lakes. He fished just two weekends ago. He finished 7th And right in the middle of his last run, he had about an hour and a half left. Somebody from the tournament said that he had to move his motor home. So he had to take his boat all the way back across the lake, get out. He had to go notify the tournament director that he was only there to move his trailer. So he does that. He has a hook, unhook everything, moves it, gets back in his boat, goes back out. And he said if they could have replaced the smallest of the fish that they already had, just one more fish, he would have finished third. So the difference gets down on Sundays, I guess, to that last fish or two. Makes all the difference in the world. But yeah, real good guy. Been around, went through, graduated high school, has been here just about ever since. So here we go, folks. Billy Villareal, Randy Walker. They're both kind of going to sleep. You can tell by the lags.
Bill made a pretty decent lag.
Fair.
Within a couple inches.
Randy's at least smiling about it. And they're racing to 2. And so this is a race to 2 for the doe.
Oh, so that's right. There's what? 200?
301.
Oh, 300 and 100.
You won't see many races to 2 for 300 around, that's for sure. But either way, they're going to double their money or, 6 times it? Nice payday.
You know, we had 8 players. Everybody looked like they were having fun.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't think anybody got skunked today, did they?
Matter of fact, no. Everybody at least won one set. Each player here,
each player, they have to play on the. Whoops! Ooh, got away with it. They have to play on the diamonds and the gold crowns.
Correct.
So there's no.
You don't think of that. That's a little tricky,
Yeah, because
from the diamond to the gold crown, that's Oh, we were all worried about these diamonds, and now we're all in love with them. Eventually, you'll see 2 more diamonds in this back room also. But no rush. Everybody adapts. They play their Tuesday night, Monday and Tuesday night 9-ball tournaments. Everybody adapts.
I like what he's doing here now. If he spins into the 10, banks off the stack, or is he banking the 10?
No, he's banking the 10.
Well, that wasn't bad either. He hid the stack.
Well, he hit that cue ball good.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Bill, you got a 2 rail to the 8. Even if you get behind the 8, doesn't matter.
Right.
You'd rather hit the 8 going in and save a scratch.
Yeah. Oh no, he has to.
You can stick him in the stack and prolong the agony, but you've got a better angle now. You want to shoot that shot, and it comes up often in one pocket. You want to shoot it as early as you can.
Yeah. If Bobby had beat Randy, you and Randy would have been 2-1, and you'd have had a 1 play up. Okay. But you played good. Didn't you? Yeah.
See, I don't know. What's he trying to do here?
Kind of good.
Bill, what are you doing? He's thinking he can hit it thin and get over there, and he did all right, I guess.
Kind of. Yeah. He just used it to get his angle for the 2 rails. It's not a bad play, actually. But
if you have the confidence to shoot that shot, if you underhit it or overhit it, and he still has a shot to make it.
Yeah, he's going to shoot it too. Come on, yeah.
This is the best way for me to learn.
Oh yeah,
yeah. He just should have kicked at the 8 there.
Were we too loud out there?
No.
Okay.
Well, then we can talk a little.
As long as the doors close, you guys are good.
Okay, good.
Plus they got the music going on out there.
Yes. And Bobby Jan's coming back and checking the action out. Randy hurt his hand.
Yeah, when he slipped,
That
he fell right on his hand.
Look at that.
Yep, he fell right on his hand.
All right, he's changing his mind. I don't blame him. You got to go long with it to leave the guy long. But if you don't hit it good, he's got a free shot at the 9 here. Is he kicking? He's thinking of kicking. And let me tell you what's a good shot here. Roll, if the ball's not frozen, the 10, roll right up on it.
Yeah. And just freeze it right on the ball.
And hopefully he can't hit the 8, but that's the danger. So he's going into sack off the 9. That's a good shot. He's got about 8 inches to play with. Get the ball up on your side. But if you overspiz it like that, he knocked the ball out of the way that he was going to run into.
Taking a picture. Not of your ear, John.
Now he's got a nice cross. Oops, no. That didn't work, did it, Bill? Why didn't he cross? He had trouble reaching it because he's right-handed. He's always got the late. See, now here we were talking about he plays cross-handed. Watch, that he's very smooth left-handed.
Oh yeah, he strokes the ball good left-handed.
I just told him
Now,
the
you
other
just
day, I was
roll
telling
this and
John,
bank
but
the 8.
He's got to be the best opposite hand
I think so. Yeah.
player I've ever seen.
Plays good with his left hand.
You know who's really good? Little Al.
Well, watch this kid shoot left-handed.
Well, I mean, Little Al played all,
Sure.
90% of what he played, and Keith McCready.
Right.
Little Al and Keith McCready used to play opposite hands.
He misses.
The freaking. I was thinking that as before he shot this. And dang, Bart.
All right, that's what we get for bragging
All right,
about him.
now be quiet. Now we don't want him to hear us talking about his opposite hand. If you're going like, look, he's limp.
Well, he got,
He
Just fell on the table.
stretching his leg.
See, instead of holding for the 8, you could have gone up and hit the 5 and had a cross bank. Cue ball runs into the deuce. Boy, I play good up here.
Oh man. Well, you're on your comeback trail, so you might as well start thinking right anyway.
I actually was stroking him pretty good there.
I saw that.
And I've got my bifocals on. I'm going to have to get out my other glasses and see how I can hit him.
Holy crap, what was that?
All right, what would I do here, folks? I'd get the rake and kick the 10, I think. And shoot it hard so that I don't leave him an easy hanger bank. Try to... Of course, he does some funny things.
Oh.
He's thinking of cutting the 8 and trying to get under the 10. That's a pretty rough hit.
Katie's doing something on her chat box up there. She knows what she's doing. I don't even like watching that.
I'm not touching the mouse, Katie. I haven't even plugged in my
Here's
second.
your mouse. We're keeping...
It's in the box.
John's mouse is still in the box.
Oh,
Surf on, brother.
Surf on.
Hang 10. Huh. Who'd have thought we'd have had all this crap in our lives to mess it up more?
Oh.
What a shot. What an imagination there. Where did that come from? I didn't see it from up here. Drew behind the 10.
Well, but that
Bad luck for
Bill is that 8-13 is...
well, yeah, that's what I say.
Dead.
The 8th, it's got the hole blocked.
That's what I mean. They're dead. I mean, they're dead. They're not good.
Well, but if he gets a shot, he can. It can be made, but it's got to be an awful thin cut on the 8.
Boy, if he could see, if he had a little angle on that 5, he could come out smelling
I might come off the 6 and just
but
double
he
him.
Doesn't.
Double him up. If he can see it, he can't see it, can he?
No, he's stuck. He's just about the best he can do is just he doesn't want to do that because Bill's just going to send that cue ball in behind that 1 and 12 from just about anywhere. He might have to go down table.
I'm going to tell you what.
You know what he
I'm
does?
going to tell you what.
Plays off the 5 and puts it down in the end.
Take a scratch.
There.
Go shoot it like right before the chalk. Put the cue ball down on the end rail or near it.
Right.
Where he can't,
But if he plays off the 5, well, maybe
he can't see the 5.
Well, then
you take a scratch. You got to protect. You're doubling them up on the 7. Now you're ruining your own balls here. You're knocking them on his side.
Well, Bill's got things he can do now.
Well, things he can do. He can shoot the 8 and make the 13.
You think he'll do that?
I certainly would be myself. Forget about doing two things at once. You got a chance here to run some balls. Commit to the shot. It's a pretty easy hit. You just got to cut the 13.
As long as he keeps the cue ball, he wants to bump into the 14.
Forget. I wouldn't worry about the cue ball. Wherever it goes, it goes.
Live wild, huh? Just go for it.
Well, look, if you miss all them balls, you're gonna have a shot on the 8 and the 9, and then them balls.
True. He doesn't like it for some reason. He's thinking,
well, we're in the finals for the money, so you don't want to sell out. They're not going to shoot
I
shots.
think he could also bank that 7, kill the cue ball.
He could cut the 4 into that ball and spin down table between the 9 and the 2 and just leave him. That's what he's going to do. He's going to play speed. Boy, don't like it. Both of those shots are good shots.
They get little scrunched up chin.
Yeah.
And he's kind of
get him double. Get him or say here, make the 5 ball or lose 4 or 5 balls.
And sell out. Oh.
Well, he didn't go down table with it though.
Why'd you talk him into doing that?
He should have went between the 2 and the 9. I didn't talk loud enough. If
Well, now there's really not a lot here, though. I mean,
yeah, there's three balls for sure.
A few balls.
3 for sure. And if you get on the 12 over there, more than that.
He goes on the 12, he's out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him run 8 yet, so I don't know if he's out, but he's sure.
I don't think he has, other than maybe in his first match.
I don't like. He's putting it straight in. He's not getting the angle on the 5 I want.
Nobody got skunked today.
Nobody got skunked.
You guys got the stream going?
What's that?
Yeah, we did finally.
Can you mute the mic for a second?
Bobby Chan stopping by to say thank you, and thank you, Bobby. It's always a pleasure to have everybody coming out and playing a little bit of pool and being competitive. That's what we like. You got to have a little spirit. Bobby Jan's got loads of spirit. Love the kid.
He's looking over. You only got one thing to do here. Make the ball and get them balls out of there and make the 4.
Yes.
People run a couple balls. I think he's going to do the right thing. He's not drawing this, is he?
No.
You don't like it.
He went to sleep. He was just about.
You've been watching Dennis Orcuyo too much.
Triple pump 3 things. Rethink. Pre-think.
Well, nobody in the world gets down and up as much as Dennis.
No.
Sometimes,
but he in defensive down, he does it quickly.
And he
gets up quickly. He gets down quickly. He walks around the table.
You can get away with whatever you want when you're the best player in the world, or right
can.
there.
And he's still a pleasure.
But the shot here, your next shot, you got to get the 4 out of there. So how can I do that and clear out the 8 and the 9? Now he looks like he's trying to get where he can bank the 13. I don't like that.
I think it's too much to ask with the cue ball.
Go rail first and bury him behind her. Let him move him himself.
Yeah,
because there's too many balls that will go.
This is the dangerous spot. Most players are going to try to get something out of this.
He's going to bank it,
and
I'm not saying he won't make it. And he could maybe draw back and cross over the 8 and make it next shot.
But you're in a position right now
to make him take one of his balls out. But guys get to running balls and they want, okay, I can get another one. And
He
he
might
hits.
follow this in and scratch too. Yeah, there it is.
All right, now here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 balls.
At least,
Without going
at least
up
4,
table.
maybe, yes.
You're going to get on the 1 or the 11 next. Then
In the 1 or the 11. If it's the 1, then you're going to shoot the 11 and the 8.
and then the 8. And if you get them, then you can go up table because his ball didn't even hang up in the hole.
Right.
But that ball's stuck in the hole pretty good. This ain't a cinch to get shape on.
The way the points are, these shells are so deep. Now,
He-
Bill's used to them, though. He plays on the diamonds a lot out at hard times.
I don't know. You might want to just come up in between the 8 and the 11.
You know, one of the things I notice in the 1-pocket tournaments different than the 9-ball is the camaraderie. You know, different people are walking and leaving and knuckling up with other guys they didn't even play today. They just had a good time. It was 8 guys, less than 8 hours.
These are
We're
fun,
gonna be done
and
in
there's going to
6.
be more of
And
them,
they all
people.
had a
And you
good
can
time.
sign up. You know, we don't know how long it'll take for you to get to play.
Dave
Couple of
Carter,
months.
Dave, hi Dave, if you're out there on the chat, it was a pleasure seeing you. Thanks for playing today.
Yeah, I haven't seen Dave for a while. Nice.
Thanks for the thank you text. This is fun. This is good stuff.
Okay, got perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, just
Now he can follow this and then get on the 8. Might have went a hair hard.
mm-hmm. But just gets on the 8 and goes from there. He's got a lot of
Well,
options.
I'm looking right down the barrel. He can. It can be. I would have to. I think he has to follow it to get an easy
Yeah,
shot.
I would
on
think
there.
so.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's on this shot here. Just make the ball, get on the 8.
He might be trying to gum around.
No, he was trying to get more. He was trying to get all 8 balls
Man, I do that all the time.
with just make the 8 and then work it.
He's
from
going to
there.
go for this.
Yeah, and he's a good banker, so he's going to go from here to the 1,
Or the 8.
and he missed it. Yeah.
He just said I should have just made the 4.
Yep.
Well, he can. So what's he going to do? He can make the 14, but that don't have to go.
He, no, not where the 13's sitting.
I think, Adam, we have, a lot of our guys that played here, and I say a lot of them, there aren't that many here today, but I know that, I know that Sean is not working tomorrow here, so he's going to be there.
He's still getting over his pneumonia. He's still on antibiotics. I talked to him yesterday.
No,
that
not
stuff,
Sean that works here.
Sean, yeah, that really knocked him out.
Yeah.
The antibiotics. He still didn't sound his usual fiery self.
Well, he's going to be
So-
there.
Yeah.
Now, they'll get a nice turnout. They always do. That's a great tournament.
Hey,
A
we
lot
got
of
the
prize, 70 prizes.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean, it's not a big payday, but you get a little something, and you're
yeah.
supporting the children, the Shriners.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Did he
Careful.
get lucky here?
Oh, wow.
That was a little tricky.
Thank you, Alice. Thank you, Alice. We're talking about Alice's restaurant. Let's not get any of this stuff confused. All of our stuff comes out of the 60s and 70s. So
I listen to that song every once in a while. Woody Guthrie.
Oh God, I love it.
Not Woody, but
Arlo.
Arlo Guthrie.
Woody Guthrie's got some of the best stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, his political views. That's somebody that's had some political views. Was it the Dust Bowl Blues? All of the writings he did coming over to Washington, trying to get out of the Midwest. That's some history right there.
He played the banjo, too, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He played everything.
And my mother was a musician, and that was he drew that a little far, so he's going to have to give him this ball. So I said, gee, I like that banjo. So she gets me this big bluegrass banjo, which I never did learn how to play.
The banjo.
Because she wanted her kids to be musicians too, which of course me and my brother could turn the radio on, and that was about it.
I was a decent guitarist. They hand me a banjo. It's like everybody changed every key on a piano. If you were a piano player,
There's nothing like it.
But all the keys are in different places. It's like, how do you play? How do you play this thing? Ting, 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 like a little jingle bell machine. But the guys that can play it, you bet. It's.
Well, anyway, I never could play. I do fool around with a cigar box guitar.
Yeah, that was
3-string.
My brother had a classical Martin that I used to get to play, and a Gibson, early Gibson acoustic. But I was a kid. I didn't really know that much. Never
But
did.
my oldest son, my son was a professional musician for years.
Boy, you gotta, this is
He
a tough shot.
just got his old band after 20. I mean, he never could make a good living at it, but he still gets the band together and they play once in a while. But he's been in the mortgage business for quite a while. This is an interesting shot. Well, here's the problem. Oh, you might follow this one
Yeah,
in.
this is all kind of weird. Why doesn't he just bank the 15 and leave the cue ball in the middle of the rail?
Because he wants to get a ball by his hole. You might make the 3. Very
Just
well
bank the 15, please.
You might make the 3 and the 14.
Okay, he could hear me.
No.
Huh?
You think he
Can
hear
I
me?
hear you?
Okay.
No, they can.
All right.
He might make the 3, and with a nice stroke, he can hit the rail first and make the 14. This I don't like because you might follow it in. So you're turning a defensive shot when you're turning down an
If
offense.
he doesn't, oh man, that's a tough shot.
You did well with it. Except he sold
Still
out.
sold out, but he did do well.
Well,
That's tough.
he was in a tough spot. It's hard to see the angle. He'd had to cut the 1 quite a bit to make the 3, but by doing that, he probably would have hit that in too.
I think we got a ball count of 4-3.
I'll take a
All
look.
right, he's got to, if he wants to go up, I don't think there's enough angle for him to go forward here and get on the 3.
No, he's got to come back. He's got to come back. He's got to get on the
If
9.
he could hit the 1, ooh.
Oh, if he could hit the 1, but he might scratch on the side if he doesn't get it.
Or even run into him and get a bank, or he can come up high. You know, he could draw this enough to come up high for the 14 and the 9.
5-2.
Well,
5-3.
He
Ooh.
made a nice try, but he's got 6.
He's got the 3 and the 14. He's got plenty of things to do here. He's got to just come with his little 9-ball stroke. This is the one time he needs it. That's his 9-ball stroke, folks. Play him 9-ball, you'll understand.
See now, if you shoot this with your hard stroke, you ain't probably a 95%er, but slow rolling it, you often hang it up.
It's
But he
so
only needs
easy.
1 ball.
No, he needs. He's on the low end. Randy's got
Randy's
5.
got 5.
Oh,
So it's 5-5 right now. Ball count's 5-5.
all right. Now I like to shoot this shot with low right and kill the cue ball down,
Sure.
but he's just going to try to make it and go down table. That's a pretty good shot there. What are you going to do, Randy?
Yeah.
You can't see it.
Yeah, he's got an open shot to it. It just depends. The cue ball's going to come off near the 4.
He's going to hit the 4, I think. You just don't want to hit, depending on how he hits the 1, you don't want to go on the other side and scratch.
If he hits it heavy, he comes on top of the 4. If he hits it thin, he comes under the 4, could sell it out.
I'd rather shoot it firmly, because shoot it easy and then you're liable to go up and leave a shot on the 9.
You might be able to get that 4 to bump out, and it's a lot to ask. You got a 5-5 score. I don't know what else you want to do. Make it.
He
Bump
hit
the
it
4
perfect.
out.
He hit it perfect.
Beautiful shot right there, folks.
Now you take the 4 and the 9 out.
I love the way he. Do you see how he resets himself?
Yep.
He was set, and then he let it all go.
Now the way
Kinda
guys,
nice.
this shot, the way it lays is perfect. Forget trying to draw back to the end rail. Just leave the cue ball right
yeah,
where the
just stick
4
with
is.
it. Well, you got a little bit of a bank on that too.
No,
No.
not the kind you want to shoot when you're down.
Well, here's the 9 ball. He's banking the 9 ball, folks. Yeah, Billy's banking the 9 ball.
Yeah, but he's going to bank it hard and draw.
I'm
it
not
out.
necessarily right. I'm just guessing a lot. I guess what my opponent does. I think that's what Bill's
Well, if you
gonna
bank
do.
it close enough to make it, you have a chance of hitting the deuce, which loses the game probably for you. So
He should just be sending it towards his pocket and make sure the cue ball stays on the long rail. Don't let it go down.
then you
underneath
leave a
that
cross
15.
bank. I don't like it at all.
Well, if you get this
I
ball,
might be
fine.
rolling in the 15 or
I just
something.
know Billy. And
Oh, he
that's-
made it,
Yeah.
Good.
and he
It
stayed
is.
over there.
Those bank. If you're a banker, and you got it, you're gonna probably make it. Now, right or wrong.
You got a 2-rail this one.
Yeah, he's got to. And this stiffs a lot easier than people think. This ball stiffs up pretty easy.
All you got to have is good speed. Not to bank too hard.
Right. Good speed. This ball.
Because you
banks
got to get
pretty
something
good.
down there because he's got free banks down there.
Yep.
2-railer. Hit it good,
Just like that. Good try.
but he got his attention.
Yeah,
He's-
I did.
6 apiece.
Now just stand off the side of the 2 and keep the cue ball on this same side of the table where it's at now.
Keep it on the long rail if
Get
you
it on
can.
the
Not
end.
necessarily on the. Oh, he's looking at it. No,
No.
he can't hear us.
No.
He's looking at 3-railer.
Run, Randy.
Looking at a
Run.
3-railer and following.
Right, there you go.
No.
Good direction.
Scream it. Scream no.
Start waving my hand.
If he gets his ball,
SOS.
all he's got to do with a little reverse, get the 2 on his side of the table anywhere, and he's going to get the first bank.
That's true.
If you try to do something goofy, the other guy's going to get the first shot.
Well, at this stage of the game, you've got to be understanding how the balls get pushed around to know that you're going to get first bank if you make the right move here. If he doesn't,
Okay, this is no good.
Run, Randy. No.
He wants to 3-rail this ball and follow the cue ball. If he underhits
Oh
it,
my goodness, this is such a huge shot to try to make. And then when they make it, it's awesome, but it's not going to pay
I
forever.
think he's gonna cross bank it.
there's not enough people watching to go for that shot, in my opinion.
That's right. There's not enough revenue coming in from the
Yeah,
audience.
there's not enough glory to make that.
No glory in that. We're gonna make a champion out of you yet. Where'd oh, she was on here again. So where did our live stream go? Okay, she took it away. So
No.
we don't know how many people are live. Do you have it on your phone?
Let's see. I think I do. Well, the last one I have is Mel Simpson. That was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
So
4 viewers.
4 dedicated fans out there. And I'm not getting the live either.
Hi, Barbara.
Oh, there's 11 viewers. Yours just isn't caught up.
Yeah, we got 10. We got to straighten up, John. There's 10 people out there, dude. What stream are you on? You watching?
Somewhere in Milwaukee.
You're that Milwaukee stream again. I hope that folks in Milwaukee are getting better at one pocket listening to you.
Huh?
They're getting good out in Milwaukee. There you go. There's 11 right here. So do a little update on your. Go ahead. Open it up. You go right here. Now, look at that. See that red line right there? Just
Yeah.
pull it over to the right. All the way. Just go over to that. Yeah. Let me try.
This is an old.
Oh, I know. Our laptop, not like that. Our iPad that's the bigger one though. Our iPad
This is
does
about
the
9,
same
10
thing.
years old.
So what happened? Oh, sorry, folks. Randy is okay. So did they each get one? Is anybody paying attention here?
It's 6-6.
Okay.
6-6. Randy made the 3-railer, and then Bill banked the 4 towards his hole.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. So Bill's got a little work to do here. He's got to be because that 15's got it, or 14, is that the 14 or the
15.
15? It's got to come out so Randy can't bank it. And Randy can bank fairly well.
Well, the problem is if you try to back cut it, it comes out and the cue ball goes back where it is, and you leave some kind of a shot. This is a little tricky.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Unless he wanted a 2-rail underneath it.
I'm just following it and banking it 3 rails by the side pocket, by my side pocket.
Yeah, closer to the pocket.
Make, you know, because you
possible.
follow it and come up as close to the side as you can. You probably can't put enough stroke on it to shoot that hard, but then he really doesn't have a bank at his hole.
You know, folks, too, real quick, let me interject this about what's going on here. If there's any of you out there, like my wife, watching this, right now, the stripe ball, the blue ball, and the purple ball can be made in either of these two, as you're looking at the screen, either the two bottom pockets. At the bottom of the screen, there's a pocket on the corner pocket on the left, corner pocket on the right. Bill's pocket, I've been wanting to do this for like 3 or 4 streams. The left pocket is Bill's pocket. He can only score a ball. The score is Bill's 6 balls and Randy has 6 balls.
This is a creative shot now. He can
He's
win the
gonna
game
try
on
to
this
hit
shot.
the blue ball into the purple ball
He can win it
and get it close to his pocket.
and take out the stripe.
But he might knock that stripe into Randy's pocket. See how I guessed that? Oh, that was dangerous, but he got away with it, folks.
He did not get away with it. He's got a nice cross bank he can win the game on.
Listen to John now, because John's talking about how now the balls are sitting in Randy's favor. So Randy has to make 2 more balls in the bottom right-hand pocket. Other than that, that's all you need to know. They can only score in their pocket. So if you know which pocket the player is, you'll know why they're not making everything like it's an 8-ball game or a 9-ball game.
He used a high ball to run the cue ball down to the end rail, and that shortened up that bank.
Exactly.
When you have those cross banks, those real easy ones, always use a center ball if you can.
Don't spin
Makes
it.
the world
Don't
difference.
spin it. Never spin it. If you don't have to spin it, don't.
Oh, I just learned something.
There you go.
Okay, I'm live
From-
again.
Uncle John to
J-Laz is here. What's up,
J-Laz.
team? Stickles is here.
Thanks for coming by this week, buddy. It's nice to see you. Sorry you couldn't make the tournament today. We'll get you in on one of those Saturdays, though, for sure. We're just still trying to get this stream cleaned up and working well.
He's got a nice little shot here. Just bury that cue ball on the deuce. Bill, don't try to make it.
No, yeah, there's nothing to worry about if he does that.
Well, I don't. It's almost if you unless you jump out of your socks, it's impossible to sell out here. If you can get it behind the deuce, which is what he's trying to
he's
do,
going to try to tick you the 4. And
and
after you
you
can
bank
do
the
it,
4 inside the 11, and get it on your side for later. You got to think about later a lot, but he is not. He is thinking about. You got to shoot the 4, Bill. No matter what. He's worried about leaving maybe a 2-railer.
well, they're taking a lot of the time in this first game because it's the first to win 2 games. Both of them are going to have a good weekend. One of them is going to have a couple hundred more than the other. So that's what they're playing for right now.
Okay, he's shooting. Is he going to play the 3-railer?
No, he's shooting the 2 like you told him.
He's shooting the 3-railer, and
He hit it.
oh my gosh!
He hit it pretty sporty, but he sold it out.
So now,
He sold that puppy out.
Where does he sell it out?
He's smacking it into the 15 ball.
And then he's leaving a bank 9 times out of 10 back at Bill's hole. That is not.
I'm just saying what he's going to do. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. And I did say he was selling it out because I thought it was going to stop about
Me too.
3 inches
Me too.
further.
These are
I
these are
got
really
you.
okay. Let's look at this like Tony Chohan would.
No.
He
Tony
would kick
Chang.
the deuce,
Yes.
and if he didn't make it, hide it over there.
Yes, he would. He absolutely would. There's nothing here. What John's saying is there's nothing here. Bump the
No, there is.
2.
I mean, if you could bank the 15 in and win the game, but it's probably at least 60-40 that in the other guy's favor if you do that.
But
If you can hit it below and get both balls on your side, then you're preventing the bank on the 7.
He's going to overcut it and try to bring it over. Just bump it into the 15. So that's no good.
Not bad. He's going to 2-rail the 7.
Oh, the 4?
The 7.
You mean the ball up?
Okay,
That's
up
the
to
four. That's
2.
the four.
No,
The purple
okay.
ball?
He's not going to do that. What do I know?
No, we don't. We
I mean, you have to have a chance. Oh, I see. He's going to try to hide it and knock it on his side.
Oh my goodness.
Now you see what happens when you do that, people. This is exactly what happened. What I said in the last shot. This ball has room to go. If he makes it, he can get a shot on the 4
Without too much trouble. He just doesn't want to overhit it. And he doesn't want it to bump into the 14 because then he might sell the 2 out for Bill. So remember, this is like trying to make a really tough shot in 9 ball.
You got to commit to the shot. Forget about where everything's going. Make this shot. I believe there's room.
Or just do what he just did before. It's just push the 2 onto the 14.
We can go down table with the cue ball here. You know, but I think this ball goes and he can win the game here. It's close, but he banks good. You just can't hit the 11, then you leave a bank for sure. Look, well, he got as close as you could to it. Wow, nice bank. I like the way he banks.
Pocket speed.
He's been telling me that all week.
Yep.
God, bank over pocket, because I bank it and just going back and forth.
Yeah. No, pocket speed is it's.
I'm just kicking this on my. He's gonna try it maybe.
Well, they're on camera. They're on live television right now.
Well, I'm not. Mine keeps kicking off, so
Yeah,
bye-bye. Well, there's no comments up there.
Well, there are. Where did this come from?
She's messing with it.
Was she back?
Oh, he banked it and kicked
she is there.
Banked it and kicked the 15 out.
Okay, he's got it. Same problem.
Same problem.
Short rail, bank it into the long rail on your side and prevent him from banking that 8. You gotta, you don't want to leave any free shots at this stage. If you try to do or even you don't, if you can spin it up high enough, there's nothing wrong with that. You might be doing that too. But whatever.
Excuse me.
Don't try to make it. He's going to try and stiff it, looks like. It doesn't look right. Looks like a kiss to me.
Well, there can't be much there.
No, you just go underneath it, kick it, hit it full ball as much as you can, stick that cue ball right there. You're going to leave a nice bank on the 8, but if you hit it right, the 12's going to be pretty close to the hole on your side. Or between the side and the corner, and make him think twice about shooting that bank. Or you just spin it over there, which is even better.
He's selling out a bank one way or the other.
Unless he may.
Mike Garcia almost got to buy it.
Yeah. No, that's a text. He's looking at his webpage probably if he sees that pinned comment about the last tournament. We did pin a comment about the last.
Well, you can't
bye
say
bye.
that. We could have done that earlier today. A pinned comment. We ain't touched nothing. We ain't touched nothing since about 10 o'clock this morning. Trust me. Had a good lunch, good malt.
Okay, now here's another one. You can kick or you can bank into them balls. Will this ball go by? Oh, I think this goes by here, the 4, doesn't it?
Yes. Oh, yeah. No problem.
The twos, I mean. Well, now soft kick this so you can't bank the 15.
Pool players actually think the balls know them personally. They shoot shots and they stare at them like, you didn't like me earlier today and you're not liking me anymore now. They expect the balls to alter the physics and anything that has to do with logic.
See, the simple shot here is just kick real easy, block the bank, because you can't get behind it enough to do this.
There it is.
Where did you think it was going to happen there, Bill?
Yeah, that had to be hit softly. Sometimes you just got to take what it'll give you.
Yeah, well, simple. You know, kiss, keep it simple, Bill. Kiss him.
Kiss.
Because he's going to make one of these. He's had a couple. He didn't make that one either. Bill got lucky.
Oh, Billy. Now here goes Billy. He cannot walk away from this two ball.
No, he can too. He's going to. If he two rails this on his side, he gets the first
It's
shot.
the blue ball. He's got a blue shirt on. This is going down the table.
He
Guaranteed.
can lose the game on the shot.
He sure can.
Freddie the Beard Bentavegna, never shoot a shot you can lose the game on.
Yep.
But he's
He's
gonna.
right.
And of course,
He doesn't make it.
If you can,
Well, let's see
if
if-
you can help it.
I hope Freddie is proven right.
All right,
again.
now he can cut this in and get behind the deuce. This ended up perfect
Oh, yeah.
for him.
Yeah, after you miss two easy banks, his frame of mind is not terrific.
I know, but he's cutting this one, and he's not gonna. Has to hit it pretty bad to sell out, even if he overhits it. It hits the long rail first.
I think if he's thinking scratch, he's going to scratch.
See, Bill's they're thinking about what can I do to win right now? What would have Bill done next?
See how Bill's sitting there holding his cue? That's the pool player's praying position. Right there, you can see it. Just the way he's got him kind of cut
shoot
together.
the 4. You're going to
And
take
he's
the deuce
hoping-
out. If you get a chance to win,
He's
like
banking the 2.
Yeah.
he can hit the titty
He's
going
gonna
up there and
juice
sell out.
He's going to juice the 2 and
It lays perfect to roll the 4 in.
I see a scratch.
No,
Shooting the 4?
no, you're shooting the 4. You
He's
go right to
shooting-
the end rail and
Oh
bang
no,
into
I understand that, but he's shooting the 2.
And he's
Side
spinning
pocket,
it.
Side pocket.
Oh, he got lucky.
Well, he massaged the ball. That's in order to get it over there.
He had to do that.
You had to spin the crap out of it, which he did.
Has Bill's stroke gone to sleep?
No, I don't think so. You'll see the 9-ball stroke here.
He's out.
Yeah, how many does he need? 2?
If he ain't out, he's gonna be pretty close to it.
Well, is he going to shoot the 2? Or the 4?
No, he's gonna shoot the 4 and stick and just cut that in. Oh, he could follow.
Yeah.
So
He was not gonna leave a shot.
No, he was definitely getting above the 2 ball too.
No, but look where the cue ball is. He wasn't gonna
No.
give him any chance there.
Good shot. He's ready to.
He's ready to be
Well, it's
over.
not a 1-game playoff, Bill. You got to win another one.
Yeah.
What is this from them?
Oh, that's just their little.
Yeah, well, it's on there. But well, it went right down to the wire, people. And we don't have Randy Walker's first name up there, but we know who he is.
Oh, well, with a name like Walker. Sorry, folks. That's how he is in my phone book. Little Randy.
And Mama, I think I'll be home for dinner.
We shall be.
Well, you got a little. How long does it take you to get here? 20 minutes?
About 10 minutes.
10 minutes? It's going to take me about 50 minutes. I might have a beer before now till I get home.
All right, Randy, you got to pull this game out. Turn it around.
Yeah, well, it's Bill's break, and he hung in there pretty good. He had a couple of nice chances to win the game.
Yeah, Randy missed a couple pretty. He's going to kick himself on those couple banks.
He's trying not to, you got to commit, do the shot.
And they're joking with each other a little bit. There's no gamemanship, no sharking going on. I don't see the sharking in one pocket either. messing with the rack and doing all
Well,
little silly stuff. that
No,
used to
but
go
I
on.
mean, back in the old days,
Wow. Yeah, of course. That was back
I
in the old
played.
days. Nobody had any money back in those days.
I played Johnny Ervolino in a tournament in Seattle years and years ago, and I didn't check the rack. And he made a ball in his hole from the middle of the stack. With a bunch of other balls rolled over there. I figured, Jesus, what the hell happened? And then he looked like he's a cinch to win the tournament. And then a bunch of odds went down on Dan Louis, and Johnny couldn't make a ball, and Dan Louis won the tournament. And he came over to Hal Mix and I were watching. We were sitting together. And he says, "I know it looks bad, Hal." He says, "But I got arthritis and my elbows started acting up on me." But he just dumped it off bigger than shit. He'd rather win more
Sure.
crooked than the other way. Of course, Dan didn't try. He just trying
People
to win.
didn't have money, so the whole
He
thing.
didn't win any more doing that than he would have won. I don't think so. I don't think so. But so Dan Louis won the tournament. He won money too. Everybody was happy. Bill Crest lost his last 400. I think if he'd have had a gun, he'd have shot Ervolino because it was obvious what he did.
Billy Crest, what a fun
Diamond Bill, what a great guy he was.
Fun guy. Hey, saw Billy Aguero here today. You saw him
I
come
didn't
in?
get to say hi to him, but I didn't feel like going down the stairs.
Yeah, he
with
said
my
he's been
cane.
meaning. He promised Sean Damani that he'd come up and have one of his famous burgers he hasn't had in about 20 years. And sure enough, he brought his brother. I think it's Eddie and Vince, but his two brothers, Billy's two brothers and him. Came back to see the room. Loved everything.
Isn't this the guy that gambles a lot?
Yeah, that's him.
He just sent me a friend request. I said, of course.
Well, yeah, it's nice to meet you.
What do you want to play?
Yeah, that's him.
Nice guy, I heard.
Yeah, oh no. Pretty good game. Pretty good little game.
Oh, yeah. I have got a ton of them since we started doing this friend requests.
I believe it. Yeah.
Because I only had
myself,
two. I only had two, and now I have
too.
six.
You're screaming now. Geez.
Yeah.
Oh.
Does this go?
Is this open to his hole? It is. He's going to try to bring it out for that two.
Well, if he got a kiss, if he draws back and kiss off the 12,
He's trying to get up
takes
on
a
that
try
two.
and don't blow it out of there doing this.
Man,
Make
he
sure.
can run balls too, boy. This kid can run balls, but he's got to get shape to do it for here. From here, oh, he got it easy. Wow.
Ooh, nice shot.
That's-
If you make this, if you don't make it, you're hiding it, and then you got a nice little combo, and you might get the 4 out where you can bank it later.
That was a nice shot he hit right there. That was a lot of stroke to get that ball to do that. Wow. From where he was.
Well, the 6 goes. Oh, he's liable to get a bunch,
Mm-hmm.
or not. You got on the rail.
I think he's got to cut this 15 in. I don't know going up
now,
top.
but he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He
Yeah,
cuts the
I
50.
think so because you run into the
Sure.
yeah. You run
Just
into
roll
4, maybe
forward.
get a combo.
I think he's going to miss the 4. Yeah, he misses the 4 easy.
Oh, good
He
shot.
missed it easy.
We had to cheat the hole. No, he stroked through there. See,
Yeah,
now, well, I don't know if the 13 goes by, but if he makes this, then he's got the deuce,
6, 5.
the deuce, 6, 5. He
2,
can run them
4,
balls.
6, 8, 10, 12, 13. He's got 2. So he's working on 3, hoping for 5 or 6. He shoots these. I want to jinx him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Does the 5 go by the 6?
I don't believe so, but it's a lot easier to tell from where he's at.
Or the 6 go by the 13? They both look tough to me.
Yeah, they do. Now
So-
he might be looking at the combination
Yeah, he might be.
because he's not really giving up
Yeah, he
anything
is.
if he stops
He is
the
looking at the
cue ball.
combination. Well, depends. If he gets it on them balls, but the
Yeah.
13 might go off the.
Well, he's got to pull it back a little bit. That 13, I think the 13 goes to Bill's hole. I don't see him drawing much. Yeah,
You don't have to draw much. Just stiff it a little.
good shot.
Nice shot.
Great shot.
Now you can go with forward English if the 6 goes.
Mm-hmm. You might kind of want to maybe even go into that 12-14 down here on the end rail. You might ticky the 12 and bump it up, and the cue ball rolls over.
I'm just spinning up where I can 2-rail that ball out of there and freeze it and draw back on the 4,
Right. Make the 5.
I don't see how you can,
I think you can get a little weird ticky on this thing if you
maybe, unless the
touches
6
it.
goes.
Right. I don't think it does. That was too far. But it's got a bank.
You take
You can
the,
bank the 12, go down and get the 9. Use the 9 as a blocker. A lot of good things can happen from here.
I'm shooting the 4 into the 12. I got a nice
Oh,
lead.
that's true. That's what John does. That's what John does.
Or I'm banking this into the stack and putting the cue ball down under the 4.
Under the 4.
He's banking it. Now, if he happens to leave a shot on the 1 down there,
If he gets it to the side rail, the only thing Bill can shoot is this 13. If he gets it to the side rail, over by the 9.
see, even if you don't do anything good here, if you get under the 4, shoot this into the stack, you get almost all them. You get at least 2 more balls on your side.
Correct.
But here you just play the cue ball and hope for the best with that. You don't know where the 12's going. You got to draw it to hit the. Could go off the 6, but not likely. He's banking it.
No, I think that's what he's doing. I think he's coming over under the 4, just like
No,
you
he's
said.
banking it. Isn't he? Oh, he is. Okay, see what I said?
See,
Sometimes I know what to do.
you're a good guesser.
No,
I'm a better guesser, because I'm normally doing the opposite of what you're doing. Same result. Although my cue ball was going to be over there underneath the 9. But yours, Billy is shaking his head. He's going, damn it.
Martin, I live in Placerville, in between Sacramento and Tahoe. I've been up that way for quite a few years, about 20 years now.
Who are you talking to?
Martin asked a question on the stream. Where was I living?
Oh, where's the stream? Oh,
Hi, Bryce. I used to live, when I first moved up here in 2000, I used to live on the
no.
on the Casumis River, the Highway 49, right on Highway 49, Gold Country Highway. And it was great. We could dredge for gold. I had a dredge, and then they outlawed that. And living on the river at my age on acreage got to be a problem because I was by myself. And so I moved to Placerville. Nice little town.
Well, he's got a pickle here.
Well,
He's just got to snuggle it up to the 4 somehow or other. That's the only thing I see.
off the 13, yeah.
Yeah.
Just hit it and try to freeze it on the 4 or under.
Yeah.
You got to be careful not to hit it real thin. That's tough where he is down there.
I think he's got to come rail first. The 4 ball.
No, he's got to shoot it off the 13.
But if it's off the rail,
He's off the rail about an inch, it looks like, or so, or 2 inches. He's got, I mean, as long as the table rolls straight, and it does, if he hits half of the ball, he just wants to be careful not to shoot too hard and leave him a bank back on them balls.
these tables
I mean, he can't.
roll perfect.
He can't hit it too thin and scratch unless he shoots it pretty hard. So, or you can just rifle the 8 in and get shape on the 6. That's
Well,
always
that's
an option.
That's a tall
I wouldn't
order.
even think Johan would do that, but
That's a tall order right there. Oh, if he was ahead in the game, if he was way ahead in the game. I mean, I'm talking a money game. If he's way ahead and can give up this game and lose it, yeah, you could shoot the 8.
now all you got to do here is just make sure you hit it on a little bit on the left
He
side.
ain't got no free games going on here. He's got to win this game.
And he's got a lot of balls in his side.
Yeah, I don't know what he
Don't shoot too hard.
I hope not.
Like that. Oh my gosh. Where did that? I mean, that was a valiant attempt, but he's
Man,
But
It's
he
sold out. It's sold
well,
out.
now this is
for
one. I
13.
don't think he can cross this over. Do you?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm
tables,
drawing it and stiffing it.
Yeah, but he can stiff. These tables stiff real easy.
Yeah,
That
this,
ball
it's a
banks
diamond.
easy.
I'm stiffing it. If you stiff it, there's only one place it can go, either too long or right in the hole. You know, you forget about shape.
Yeah,
He's going to
Billy's-
stiff it.
Yeah, he's going to stiff this right in the heart.
Yeah. Bank's too good. So now,
Bank's too good. That is a problem. If you're a good banker, you probably lose more on those banks than
I'm
you
shooting
realize.
the 8 into the.
Wouldn't you say that's true?
Oh yeah.
If you're a good banker, you're probably losing more because of your good banking than you're winning.
Just draw it back to the end rail and knock some of them balls. I'd shoot it to 3 with this. Not.
He's going to follow the one down, follow the cue ball down to the end rail. Oh, he's
Draw it.
actually
No,
going
he's
to.
gonna draw
He's
it.
just going to put the cue ball in the end rail.
I don't like this.
I don't know what he's doing there. He's selling out to 6. That's for darn sure.
Yeah. I don't know about. Well, he's got
Wow.
plenty of time to bridge it. He can shoot this either way,
Wow.
but I think he can put a lot of loaded up right hand English and get shape on them balls down there if he makes it.
Yeah, if he just hits kind of center ball, he doesn't
Yeah,
have to
that
do
was-
much. He can come back on the one pretty
He
easy.
didn't want to break up them balls, but he could have and drawn it back. Just draw back where the 6 don't bank. Now the 6 does bank. Look, if he gets down there, he's right back in the hunt here.
Just center ball, just let it
English.
come straight back up the table, Randy. Because
Little.
even if he doesn't make it, he can use that 1-3-8 for
Yeah,
blockers.
but he's got to use English to get down.
A little bit, not much. Good,
Uh-oh.
good shot. No, he got away with it. Oof. That could have gone really bad, but Billy's got a bank on the 4
He can kick the 4.
or kick the 4.
Kick the 4 and slide behind them balls and hide it. That's an advanced shot. That's for the next group, the
That's-
$200 group.
That was not be for the weak at heart.
Well, you can't hardly screw it up, and you know,
No.
I mean, unless you really, really hit it bad. But it won't go. The bank will not go. The 1 row bank, but the
No.
1 row kick will. But he's cutting it in. And he's thinking, well, might as well go for my hole.
Well, he's got a game lead in this race to 2. Like he's got, like he's playing. He's got 4 going to 5 ahead.
I'd be kicking the 4.
He's thinking, I might as well get this 5 ahead set over. See if the guy will bet more. That's what he's thinking.
But he can shoot the 8 and draw it, off on the end rail, make it. But okay, now what's he doing? Is he cutting it? I don't know.
Yeah,
'cause
he's
then
cutting. He's cutting the 14. Yeah, I don't think that was a good choice. But he had the 1 game lead, which for all
Yeah,
practical
but-
purposes is gone now.
But once he made up his mind, he didn't. He's like 2-stroked it.
Right. Right. He didn't. He didn't. He wasn't. He wasn't comfortable. It
So
wasn't
guy,
an
he can
easy
give
shot.
up like 3 balls here. You get up table a little bit. You can bank the 14. You can cross the 14.
Was not an easy shot, Billy.
Wow.
So the 9-6-12. I don't know what the
He
score
can
is.
shoot hard if he wants. He can roll it if he wants.
Doesn't hurt if he went over there and bumped that 14 out of the way.
It
Got it.
banks. It banks though. It's tough bank, but it banks.
He's going to bank. He's going
This
to get
angle,
straight
I
in
don't
on
know
the
the
6.
feel.
Yeah.
See, almost.
Yeah.
Now he's got to go up for the 12.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't get on it, then you take that ball out. The 2 rails behind it. And we don't even have a clue about the ball count, do we? Hello, Gilbert. Jackson is watching. Gilbert's watching.
How you doing, Bryce? How you doing, Gilbert? Oh, Axon Jackson.
Jesse was here looking for you. I'm kidding.
He was here the other day.
Cost him $1,000. But he was in action. That's all that counts.
Yeah. I don't know why my comments don't stay. They keep disappearing.
because we got the screen up there.
So he's just going to play the bank. Safe enough. No harm.
Or this bank. Well, no, you can't do that because you can't play the 14 safe.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Unless you got a huge stroke and want to draw it down there.
I do like the way those balls are sitting. The 138 just looked to me like a nice little wall. Get the cue ball underneath. He might do that. A little bit of follow. Spin it out 2 rails. Get the cue ball back to the center of the table. Don't sell out the 1. Put the cue ball up table there by that 7. Get something over on this.
He's going to bank this and send the cue ball over there. I think you got to hit it perfect or Bill gets a cut shot.
Mm-hmm. I think it's worth it.
That he has to go for. I mean, even on the rail, it's almost
Because
one.
Bill ain't liking cutting balls the way he hit that 14 ball.
Yeah, you can. This bank goes. It's got to stay down, stroke it.
He's gonna rail first it. You are a creative little booger. Look at this.
Look at this.
Wow. No good.
Well,
No good.
it would have banked.
You would have banked. Randy, I hope you checked your tape on this one. You and Billy got the luxury of getting a little bit of feedback from Uncle John.
I mean, even he can shoot to double kiss it. You know, you don't want to go rail first, which is what he might be trying to do.
Looks like he's overcutting it. Oh my goodness.
He-
Bill.
He left him where he can get it out.
Is he going to sleep?
He's getting tired.
Man, I thought for sure he could have.
Well, all they do is hit it down there. He's getting at
Yeah.
least 1 ball and probably 2 and a chance to get more. Look at here.
Oh boy.
Okay, they're both getting tired, folks.
They are. And that's one of the things about this. Everybody better pay attention to this.
Okay, now he's going to get 2 and because he didn't want to either make that ball or take it out. Now, I
These
think
round robins get these guys a lot more tired than people realize. You don't get everybody that gets that long
Didn't-
break and the double elimination or should be glad that they get to take a break. These guys haven't had a break since they started. And that's to me is like what happened right there.
see now he can bank this 7 and get away with it by
Randy
spinning
just
it out.
absolutely let him have those 2 balls.
So now, I think they're both need 3. I don't know. I'm just
No, it's 5 and 5.
look at this shot now.
Now Billy can cut it.
See, you gave him life,
Yeah. sure
Randy.
did.
Randy gave Bill life.
I
when he didn't
think-
have to.
I just don't know what the score is. I gotta stand up too. My legs are. They're starting.
Well, at least your sock ain't bloody like mine.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that could have turned out bad.
Man.
Okay, what are we going to do here? I think Bill needs 2, I hope. I don't
think he
know. I'm
needs 2.
guessing.
Yeah. I think you're right. I'll go see. I'll be right back. You're fine. I got all the time in the world. You got all the time in the world, you guys.
He needs 1?
Randy needs 1.
Well, that's why he shot that goofy shot then.
Makes sense now, huh? Bill needs 4. Bill needs
You can
more.
get pretty aggressive when you need 1. You know, I watched.
I was on the phone. I didn't realize what the hell he was doing with that bank shot.
I know
Yeah,
it would have gone the other way, regular bank, but
Yeah,
anyway.
he just needed that.
But I was sitting there watching a match with Bustamante playing one time at California Billiards in one of the big tournaments. I was sitting there with Chohan, and Bustamante had 7, and he shot a pretty tough shot, and he overhit it, and it went 2 rails, and it broke up the stack, and the other guy ran out on him.
Right.
And I asked Tony, I said, Tony, why didn't he play the score there? He says, cinch, I think. And he says, look, John, he says, against this level of player, if you have a chance to win the game, you go for it. Because they'll find a way to beat you. And that was his, his defense of Bustamante
Yeah.
selling out.
Well, and I think what Tony's saying also is a little bit more of the new mindset.
Yeah,
This
go.
modern generation is a whole different.
Okay, now he's trying to do something goofy here. He knows a shot I don't. And he knows how to leave Bill straight in.
Yeah.
If he
Yeah.
shoots it hard enough, possibly a good idea.
They're laughing.
I'm being benevolent here.
Yes, you are.
They're both tired. They're both like, let's get this over with.
Now, if he wants to,
Yeah, no,
he
but
can
it-
draw this ball around for the 3
Mhm.
and the 8.
Mhm. Oh yeah, oh yeah. If he, oh yeah, and he can also lose the game, and we can play another one.
And he can, but he doesn't want to do that. He was going to bank the 1.
I'll bet Randy tries to cut this one in. See, we're not talking about good one
He's
pocket. We're talking about late Friday
He
afternoon
is definitely
round robin
gonna
tournament
spin
action.
this. He's gonna
And we're
spin
subject-
But I am here to critique these boys, aren't I?
That's
He
true.
is
So
gonna-
critique, my friend. Critique
Don't give
this.
them my address or my phone number.
He,
But if they need a lesson, I'll tell them who to call.
he is about to spin this one in.
He's about ready to cut that one
Oh, for sure.
Well, he wants it to go hill. Like
Yeah, he's thinking.
Why not?
He's looking at their 8.
No, I didn't. No, but Bart, let's see.
Load it up with
He's-
right-handed.
he's-
See here, all he has to do, folks, is bank the 7 on that side, and he's getting the first shot to win.
He can hear you. I know he's
Load this
listening to you.
Load this thing over the right-hand English John and let him make this cut this
Inside,
ball.
inside English. If
Okay.
you want to cut a ball,
Inside
try to
English,
cut the
cut
7
it.
in with left-hand English.
There you go. No, spin it.
No,
Spin
this the one is good.
There, yeah, that's a good shot. You want to try to cut
the
one.
one in. Just
It's
let him
this-
cut the one in. Let's
He,
go.
no, it's the same as the 7.
He's looking at 3 railing that 8 ball. I'm not kidding you.
No,
What angle's he looking at over there?
no, he's looking at.
He's gonna kick at the 3.
He's gonna cut the one in and YOLO.
You know, shooting the 7 is not a bad shot.
We're joking around about big
You
guys.
need all the balls. If you have to go for something, if your brain says you got to go for something here,
Well, Randy
cut
only
this-
needs one. He only needs one of these.
then just make the 7. You don't
Make
have
the
to.
one and yell YOLO.
But if you
He's
bank
got
it on
one
your
more.
side, you're going to get the first shot at the hole. Because the other guy needs them all. Let him stick his neck out.
He's doing.
You play turtle here.
He's
So you're
taking. He's
saying cut
taking
the
his
7.
advice. He's
You
got
act
it.
like a turtle here.
No, he's just bumping it out. Watch. He's just bumping it out.
Oh, look at that.
See? He would have made
Look
it.
at that.
Nice shot, Randy.
That was a good shot. Don't listen
I'm
to
glad
Eddie.
we talked you out of the
Don't
1.
listen to Eddie
I
and
think we
spin
did.
that one in. And
I got.
YOLO.
We'll find out afterwards.
No,
if
here,
they can
no,
hear
he's
us
going to
or not.
cut the 8 in zigzag for the
They can
7.
hear him muddle.
Or he can play the 8 and the 3 both in his hole and
They're-
follow a little
They're
bit.
both down there like, wait, if we just wait, John's gonna tell us what to do.
I'm gonna go down there and sit. I'm gonna do a little sound check on
If
us.
we just wait.
This is a
John.
good shot. The 8 off the 3. The 8 or goes. The 3 maybe. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Oh, he got away with it.
Maybe.
Yeah, he got away with it.
Not when he shoots his 3 railer.
Randy's shooting the
We're
3 ball.
firing this 7.
No, I'm crossing the 8.
Across the 8, but I think he's 3 running the 3.
No. There's a kiss. There's a kiss there.
Oh, I'm sure there is a kiss. I'm just saying what I think. I think
He's crossing the 8. The 8 looks.
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
okay, I apologize. I see that
Say
he.
it a little
It's
higher,
kind of
though,
it's
so
kind of
you-
like watching Family
like,
Feud.
what's-
I'm not
Oh,
going to
yeah.
give you the good answer, but I'm just going to tell you what I think.
What is the
these people are
hardest
thinking.
possible shot here that I
That's
can
what he's
take
going for. He's going
that
for
could
the 8.
jeopardize winning this game?
He's going for the 8.
It's 3 running the 3.
Oh, shit. And there's the kiss.
And I am a pro Family Feuder. I could be on that show in a heartbeat because I ain't choosing what the people.
Now, but
I'm
this is
choosing what
dangerous.
the people
Now,
pick.
now, if he's got a big stroke, he can bank this one with warp speed and force follow down.
And should bank the
But that's
seven.
that's
no good.
no, that's no good.
Just shoot
Kick
the
behind
seven.
it, kick behind it, but he's
Get
going
it
to
out
do
of
that.
there. Get it out of there.
No, he's going to cross it
He's
over.
banking it.
Okay.
Randy's shooting the one. There ain't no doubt in my
No,
mind.
this
He can't get there fast enough.
This, he can't get there fast enough. Look at him.
Zoop.
Speeding over.
That's the fastest I've seen him get out of the chair
Since
in
he
a long
fell
time.
over here. And nobody's been drinking here today. That's the other thing.
I think
get.
I will have a beer before I
It's
go
still
home.
losing.
No, it depends on when this gets over. I might wait till I get home.
Let's see. He makes this ball. We got one more game. It might be nice to
I
polish
got
it off with the beer.
I got a nice corned beef sandwich waiting for
Oh.
me at home.
You got a beer at home?
I got a lot of
There
beer.
you go.
Just stroke. Oh, he babied it.
Oops.
Why didn't he just stroke the ball? And he got lucky.
Because he
Oh,
wanted to play safe.
Lord.
He got
Lordy.
lucky. He got the roll. Why didn't he just stroke that thing in?
Bill's next reaction is chuckle, chuckle.
Well, I'll just bank the 8 if he hits them that bad.
Yeah, screw it.
He got lucky.
Hit the 8, then have a cross bank.
Folks,
combo.
these guys do. They told me after that last tournament, they the same thing. And that was when they were racing to 3. This is
They-
only a race to 2, and these guys are just as tired as those guys.
Yeah. Now here, this is a possible 2-railer.
Costing
Watch
us-
this. Watch this. If he'd have hit it hard enough, he came off the shot, but he had a chance to get that ball down there nicely. Balls are in favor of Bill, really, at this point.
They sure are, but he's banking that 3. He's going to shoot this left-handed. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe he's going to have a little sense.
Tyler Talent, is that an old
No, that's Tyler. He's watching. Hey, Tyler.
Gilbert? Okay, that's right
What's up?
above the.
Old friend.
Tyler.
We tried to get you in one of these, but you
Yeah,
partied the
we'll
night
get you.
before too
Yeah,
hard.
we'll get you next time. Coming up. Right in the
There
heart.
it is.
After all that, he's going to just bank it
Yeah.
in and
Okay, people. Bill
Right.
Villareal is breaking, and it is Hill Hill.
And this is
You guys
it,
want a beer?
folks.
Yeah.
Go on.
I want a half a beer.
Shit, I don't know what that is.
That's just a half of one of those half beers.
Blood
Pick
red,
anything,
those
I
blood
don't care.
reds or whatever.
What's
it
it?
is.
What else they got?
I'll pick for you.
Okay, I'll drink it.
Yeah, I'll have time to drink it. He's a good
Yeah,
guy.
good.
Do they don't charge him, do they?
No. Oh, Rand. Eddie, it's for us. So get those, but it's for us. Yeah. Hey, can you guys hear us? Can you guys hear us?
No.
Good.
Every once in a while, I mean, I can hear like it's just almost like a little tiny rumble.
But you don't. But you can't tell what we're saying, right?
Oh, I can't hear you.
Okay, beautiful.
We'll talk louder.
Hey, we'll
Going, everything's happening.
we'll talk louder then. We got it.
Over the music.
Bill says talk louder. He's script. Shit.
Did he scratch?
Yes.
Bill scratched. I think he's a working man. He works hard. He flies
He
all
was-
over the country.
He was probably on the job at 6:30 this morning, and he was here eating breakfast at
He
9.
flies home to South Carolina, Florida,
Couldn't find the
East
remotes to
Coast,
the lights.
lays
That
carpet
room.
on big hotels and casinos and
Randy's,
this pool rooms.
Randy's taking a potty break, otherwise known as recess.
Well, all right. Here, what you do here, folks, is you set the cue ball right up on the rail and shoot the 6 into the 1. About medium speed. You can't shoot real hard because the ball might pop out over on the wrong side. But you're going to get something over there. You're protected with the rack. Even if you drive the 1 to the end rail, it's going to come up and bump. But you can't hit it with warp speed, but just enough to reverse the break, really.
You putting the cue, what John said there, make sure you get just putting the cue ball right over on the same long rail as the 6.
Yeah, right
And
up as
just
far
shoot.
as you can. Because you got about 2 inches to hit on the 1 without screwing it up.
That's the easiest way to control the direction of the 6 after you make contact.
And
You
the
just
1's going to
wanna-
bounce off the rail. That's why I say medium speed. The 1's going to bounce off the rail
Exactly.
quite a bit.
Cue ball's going to 2-rail into the rack, probably push something else over, at least away from Billy's pocket. So this is in Randy's court right here after Billy's break. John, you were saying earlier too, at the higher levels that break isn't really as much as what people says it is. As far as
These two guys are probably what we call this group is our A- group.
Right.
And these two guys are probably pretty close to A players and can be often be.
Yes.
You know, I mean, let Bill have a week off and not worry about business and family and whatever.
He plays pretty tough.
You know,
Yeah.
and let Scott forget about fishing for a
Right.
week.
Oh, Randy? Yeah.
Or Randy,
Yeah.
I mean, Scott,
Yeah,
Randy.
yeah,
You
that's
know,
all right. Pick a
as
name.
long as I get his last name
The
right.
other guy.
The other guy in the brown.
Yeah.
The guy in the brown shirt.
Exactly. It's gray.
What's great? It's
Terry
great.
Stoner was the most colorblind guy. We played ring games so much, and he could not distinguish the 5 and the 3 to save his life. He was forever shooting the 1, 2, 5, and then he got to the point where we let him do it. Ted let him do it. I let him do it. Tommy Jackson let him do it. And Terry, because if you called him on it, he'd get so frustrated. Just oh shit! He'd always get so darn mad that he. couldn't see
Ivan
the
Riley.
difference.
This is the jointed cue billiards. Excuse me.
Oh, beautiful! Thank you, sir.
Wonderful, thank you. In Sacramento, California, and this is an 8-man round robin one pocket tournament that we have been doing for the last month or so. And these are 8 local players that come out of this pool room and Hard Times in Sacramento, which is another great pool room. Where are you located, Mr. Riley? Hi, Derek.
He a ball hand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, scratch. So that's not an uncommon shot to see, sending that loose ball, but you got to hold that cue ball over. The idea of
why-
John's shot with the 6 is to keep the cue ball on this other rail opposite the rack.
He,
from
over,
Randy's
he over,
pocket. He
overstroked it, trying to get balls, and now it's going to cost him at least 2 balls, I would think.
Where are you at, Ivan?
Columbus.
Oh,
Columbus, Georgia.
well, welcome. Glad to have you stop by. It's a Friday evening. We do these in the afternoon sometimes on Saturdays. We got some big stuff coming up too, with bigger, better players, more prize money.
Where? What is Columbus? Where about in Georgia? What is the big town in
Well, Columbus is one of the towns.
is where Johnny Archer's room? No, he's
he's in
Marietta. Marietta, Georgia.
How far are you from Marietta? We like talking to anybody that's from somewhere else. We get tired of all these people out here. We love them, but we get tired of them. Derek Stone here. What are you doing, Derek? Better be taking that wife out to dinner now.
Thank you for getting the beer.
Oh, yes, Ed.
What did he get you?
Beer. Cheers.
I am drinking the Blood Red Tap. I don't know what they call it, but it's my first beer of the day, by the way.
Mine too, this year.
And the last
That's my first beer
beer
of the year.
day for me, because I've got about a 40-mile drive.
We're practicing our beer drinking commercials.
Yeah.
We're getting some sponsorship going here eventually. Even if it's just a 6-pack of beer, at least we come out.
Terry got Budweiser to sponsor a lot of big
Oh,
tournaments.
hell yeah. Look at, well, see up there. See all
Yeah.
those are the old, those
Yeah.
came from the Senator
What are we
Hotel.
doing with that picture of Keith? Anything?
Mm-mm.
We
I
got to
need to
get.
get that ladder out. That's too big for me to get out there. Would you do that when you're walking out? Ask one of these guys to get that big tall ladder out for Bart. So
Why won't you ask him?
Because I have. And you haven't seen no ladder sitting out there. And I'll climb it and take the darn picture.
Why don't we ask Bob Bullio to re-edit that picture?
No, the pixel. It's no. I did. I tried on.
But
that.
he's a professional photographer. He's got to be able to.
Yeah, we talked about it. It's a little bit. The pixels are a little.
Okay,
too,
Ivan, you're going to
too
go
large.
near Atlanta. Okay.
Randy thinks he's out.
Gosh, I'm trying to think of my friend from
Said that,
onepocket.org. We haven't talked about onepocket.org.
Said that,
If any of you
9:14
One Pocket
was
wannabes
dead.
want to learn all you can about One Pocket, it's free to join onepocket.org.
Yeah, there you go.
All right,
Learn
Billy's
everything you
loose.
want about One Pocket. You can participate in What Would I Do shots. You can see about every tournament. You read about all of the champions in the past and the present with stories. Bill's going to get 5 balls out of this.
Well, I guess the 1 ball is wired. The 9-14-1 off the 3.
You never know about those. This is
Well, Randy said that was what he told Eddie.
Randy thinks he's out. He said he's
he's
out.
going to 2-rail up. It's not wired
It's
now.
not wired no more.
No, but he can still get on the.
No, I don't think
He can
this
still
is
get up to
easy.
6 balls.
He
Yeah.
should come back and get on the 11, but it looks like me he's going into. Oh,
He's
not.
doing. He's,
Oh,
11.
okay.
he's taking a 6-ball lead. That's. You don't win more for winning faster,
He owes the
people.
ball too.
No, you actually win more playing a little slower. Most people don't like hearing that, but sorry, most people get
Yeah,
a
here
little
you
too
this one. You want to
anxious.
cinch this, spot your ball, and you've got a 5-0 lead for the cheese.
This beer smells like I'm supposed to be gardening or something. It's got some.
I think it's close to wine.
I know a player in Atlanta, a very good player, Ivan, named Ben Smith. From OnePocket.org. Ben travels around the country quite a bit. He's been out here a couple of times. When I was still playing, I played him. Very good player. Very nice guy. Finished pretty good at Derby City this year, I believe, in the One Pocket.
Pretty good shot, but
Well, he was. If he missed that, he might have been on the 6.
yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to just look around, get that 1 ball out of there, and call
So
it
it'll be 4-0. 4-0 lead. That's
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 5. So, or does Randy have 1?
No, he owes 1. So he'll have to spot a ball up.
All right, so it's 5 minus 1.
Yep.
We have Eddie. Eddie's our technical advisor.
Yeah, we've already had 2 sips of beer apiece. We can't be trusted.
Yeah. He
You don't drink, Eddie?
I do, but I'm getting ready to head out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came by to fix our monitor that still doesn't work, so we turned him into a ball counter
And beer getter.
and a beer getter. And he's a hell of a beer getter.
Gotcha. You know, I
I
gotta help
swear this does smell. It's
gotta help my seniors out.
Smells like a garden.
yeah, like Aloysius or something.
I don't know. I like this blood red, whatever it is.
Oh. This has something. That's got like a kind of an orange kind
That
of.
might be a.
It
What do you
tastes
call
really
it?
good.
The real strong stuff. Real strong beer.
Yeah,
it is.
probably, yeah. I'll probably be on my ear here in about 15 minutes, but don't.
Mama
take-
bought me a new beer, and I drank it, and it tasted a little strong. And it's from Santa something brewery way up the coast, North Coast Brewery,
North
way
Coast
up the
Brewery.
coast in Mendocino County. 9.4. That's pretty
Oh,
strong for
geez.
beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this, but 2 of these, and it's bye bye Johnny.
Bye-bye, Johnny.
Oh, he says, okay, I will play him to learn. He's a good guy. He'll teach you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Up in Atlanta, Ivan. And you probably play pretty good your own self already, so I'm going to knock it. No, I wouldn't. He's a very good player. For a guy, he plays about as good as you can play for a guy that has a job.
A guy that plays good and has a job is a good guy.
Ooh.
That was the story of my life.
And you're a good guy, John.
No, but I mean, me and Frank the Barber were the best players in Southern California with jobs.
Well, and you had the
For
most action because
40
you
years.
actually were getting a paycheck. I mean,
I needed a
stands to reason.
paycheck sometimes.
you had to pay. You had to pay. Yeah.
Because I don't care who you are. Let's go. What do you want to play for?
You always got the out to go to the track. So if you got to go to the
Oh
track.
my God! I'd like to have the money back. I blew it. I used to
Oh,
make
good.
so much money on the 6x12 at Bellflower, and a good part of it went to the track. I love the horses.
Yeah, but you were hanging out with. It was the. It was.
And I was a lightweight. You go out there with Keith McCready. I tell the story. Keith went out there with about $3,000. The last race he had 800 left. I says, "How much you going to bet?" He looked at me like I bumped my head.
Well,
He send it. He still plays the horses. We talk about it once in a while. He plays cards online, plays the horses. He's living a good life. Good for
he
Keith.
understands reality very well. Tomorrow is a new day. And you can't take what you have today with you tomorrow. There's no guarantees, and
No,
that's the way
he-
he's lived
he-
his life. I
He has a
appreciate
good
that.
life.
And
He's
I'm not
got a
joking about
wonderful
that.
woman and a nice home.
You think
Great dog. You know,
Think of the millionaires that would absolutely jump out of a window if there wasn't anything tomorrow.
yeah.
That's not Keith. Keith's got plenty tomorrow. That's what I like.
Hey, he
about
got
him.
the good life. He
Absolutely.
loves it. You know, I tease him. I says, well, you got to have a good woman and a good dog, not necessarily in that order.
Anytime I went to Reno, I'd always end up playing cards, and it almost inevitably Cole Dixon would be at that table. And it was the same thing with him. He was a carpenter just like me. And you just get up the next day. That's all.
I asked
you
a
can't
guy-
worry about what you spent today.
This
I
is,
I suppose you should think about it, but it doesn't
Cole was
mean
playing at that
it's going to
the
ruin
whole,
you.
you know, the casino in North Shore that Frank Sinatra used to own with
Yeah.
a bunch of guys.
What was it called? Cliff?
Anyway, that was a big time poker joint.
Did I call it the Cliff House?
No, it's restaurant in San Francisco.
I know which place it is.
But anyway, I knew a guy that was a dealer there that was a pool player too. And I says, is Cole a good poker player? And he said, if pushing the chips in the pot makes you a good player, he's
He's
the
a
best
great
player
player.
in the world. Cole would make you pay to see those cards.
Cal Neva.
Cal Neva. That's right.
They have the Biltmore now down on the water. This is North Shore Tahoe, folks, not South Shore. South Shore, we had a big tournament that originated in Sacramento at Caesar's Tahoe. That was Terry's big. The same tournament he had here.
That does not want to.
No, well, take it off that thing now. I got enough charge on this thing. Yeah, we got loads of charge, so just use it like that. There you go.
Okay, is there any chat? Let's see.
I'm going to touch the screen. Oh, this is the goofiest darn thing. Oh, jeez. This is my phone. I don't know how to use it. I've had it for years. Well, oh, there.
Oh, there is some chat?
Ivan, I'll play some cheap to learn. Ivan's back. Ivan
Oh, that's
wants-
been a while. I saw that one before.
Okay. Well, he's the last one.
Okay.
Ivan, LOL, no.
He's not a good player. Okay. I thought maybe he was a road player trying to set.
Yeah, he's sneaking up on us. Man, these chat rooms can be dangerous if that's true. This could be dangerous.
Okay.
Come on out, Ivan. We don't know what cheap is, but when you get here, I'm sure you'll let us know.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 4 to zip, right?
I believe so.
Bill has 4.
Or 5. He had 5. Did he?
Nobody
scratch?
owes one.
Oh, never mind.
I think it's 4-0.
So it's gonna be 6. I'll
Trying
be
to
home
figure
by
out
7:30.
Something from the garden is in that beer. It's very interesting. I don't know. Not spearmint. Is there a peppermint or something in it?
I don't know, it's called mango something.
Oh, mango.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Never mind. Mango. Why don't they just call it mango beer?
That's almost what it is called.
Oh, well, then they got it right.
And this is blood something.
Yeah, because I tasted fruit or vegetables or something coming out. It just looks like a normal beer, though.
I play cheap, Martin. No, you don't, Martin. You outbet everybody.
Full disclosure.
25 is cheap. Yeah, well, that is cheap to play one pocket. That's a good thing. And ask Martin around here, California billiards, hard times, and we're trying to get it going here. You can pretty much bet what you want.
You can bet what you want in Sacramento.
Especially at hard times.
Problem is, we got world champion at hard times and a
I didn't
couple
say
other.
join a
pro-
queue, but
Yeah.
go to hard times. You can bet what you want. You won't have to wait long either.
Champions come through there. Oscar's friends with a lot of champions.
Yeah.
They come. He plays them. He stakes them. He's a
Oh,
great
he's
guy.
a good guy. You bet.
He's taken
A great guy.
what the kid's name? The good player,
Oh, the young
Adrian.
kid?
Yeah.
Adrian.
Prasad.
Adrian. I think they're in Vegas this weekend. Isn't
Well, he's putting him in
isn't
there.
that bar tournament this weekend?
Oh, the mud runner.
The
Ah.
Rum Runner.
It's next weekend, right?
The Rum Runner. I think.
No, I think it's this weekend.
If it's this weekend, they're there because he brought Adrian with him. How's that? Your 14, 15-year-old young wannabe pool player and very good pool player and one of the best players in the world, former Moscone Cup champion, puts you under his wing and takes you on the road to a couple of tournaments.
They're going back east. No. They're going to the Expo. I think they've already done the Rum.
Oh, the Expo?
Yeah, the
No,
Expo.
they have, no, the Rum Runners this week. That's right. They're going to the
Yeah, they're
the
going
Expo.
to the Expo.
Well, yeah, the Expo is a big deal. Especially if you're a cue maker or anything like that too.
I went back once with Roger. Roger and I went back. Another time we went was Grace Nakamura was there.
Look at this shot. Look at this shot.
Good cue ball too.
If that ball doesn't kiss, he makes that ball.
Then he's got nothing.
Hit it well.
Bill's laughing.
Looked like the kind of shot Bill would shoot.
It did. Well, it's probably
Bill's
'cause
very
they're playing
creative
each
on
other,
them
yeah.
combo banks and stuff.
I have a
like
tendency to start trying. I see my opponent do something. I know they're a good player. I see them do something pretty cool.
You
And I
tried?
catch myself trying to figure out something cool to do, and it never works out
Yeah.
because I don't know what they were doing in the first place.
Now that was a nice shot.
They know how to do it.
Now here's a shot.
Bank the one.
Here's a shot where the players that run a lot of balls would just kick into the stack or fan off the three and kick if you can get enough English. And but if you try to hit a ball here, if you can hit the three thin, that might be the shot. But that
Just
you
taking it
got to
back
put
into
an
the stack.
extreme amount of English, right-hand English on it, and that could be a problem.
See, I almost think he could just send the one ball straight up and down the table and put the cue ball in the backside of the rack. I don't know.
Do what?
Just send the one ball straight up and down the table and let the cue ball come over here to this side of the rack. So he can't bank the four. Just
So you're playing the cue ball as much as the one. Maybe bank
absolutely.
the one off the
Yeah,
three
no,
or something. Yeah.
No, there's
Well,
no
yeah,
bank
but you're
on
a
the one.
banker, so yeah, I'm not.
No, but there's no bank there because if you do happen to ticky the 10, then it gets messy.
Well, you don't have. If you're playing the cue ball, you shouldn't come near the 10. And that's what
No,
he's doing.
exactly.
You're just playing speed. If you can get it to the end rail, now you got a ball on each side that he can't see.
Uh-oh.
No, we hit it on the wrong side of the table.
Now, does the three go?
Yes. Yes, the 3 goes. Well, they said they can't hear us, so don't blame me.
It's close. It's
That
close.
That
It's
was-
it's
this
close.
is brutal, calling these shots and then... See, folks, most everybody has gone home like...
So he can cross the 4, which is about a 60-70% shot. If he makes it, you got a shot on the 1.
Well, he must not be able to see the 3. Because that...
Yeah, no, he's going to cross the 4.
Let's see, Randy just dropped into this left-handed. Knock it home. Eddie, that was sure fun. I'm sure glad you got a chance to
Yeah,
play
I'm glad I
with
got
us.
to come play. It was fun.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't feel comfortable with the bridge, and he jerked the stroke because that was a pretty easy cross rail bank to if you
A
don't
lot
make
easier
it
than that.
get
But
in the jaws.
the bridge probably did that. People,
Don't practice.
you need to practice with the bridge.
See,
Take 20 minutes and hit 10, 20 shots and really concentrate and develop some good mechanics, just like you have in your pool game, with the bridge.
I grew up playing snooker, so you do learn how to play with the bridge.
You have to.
I saw a guy Derby City a few years back
Mhm.
playing banks, 9-ball banks,
Mhm.
and one guy played every shot with the bridge, and the other guy played every shot one-handed.
Oh, wow.
And it was Scooter who played with the bridge,
Right.
and Ohio Timmy who played one-handed, and they ran some 4s and some 5s. But
Yeah.
the guy with the bridge would get it right up to the rail sometimes, but he still used the bridge. It's just almost like playing without it sometimes.
Right.
But
right.
they both play. Both guys are
Exceptional.
well, no, but they're
Well, that's that. To just even make a game and
Pro-
bet
the
on
both
that.
guys are prop guys, and they might have been doing it. Who knows? I wouldn't trust either one of them
Well, of
as
course
far as I could throw them. But I was impressed. Timmy was a great one-handed player.
Well, what's Randy going to do here? He's jacked up on the 10 if he's going to come this way.
He's looking for.
He's looking for a dead ball, but I don't think there is one.
He can spin around the 1. I think you know.
I think he needs to
See, at this stage, I just don't want to lose the game. I can come off the 6, but then I might scratch.
We still at 4. What is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We
He
still
can kick.
11?
He can soft kick.
4-0.
He
Did
can
Randy pay
soft
yet?
kick.
Randy doesn't owe any.
He was -1. Though.
No.
No.
Bill was.
Bill was, and Bill paid it.
Yeah, so it's all. It's
Worst
4-0.
case, see, he's treed here, so anything he shoots, like the kick on the 4, which is normally easy, he could scratch on. That's kind of brutal.
This is
He can't masse around the 1 and hit the 4.
He's got to figure out. It's just.
He's
not
got a lot
that
of
tough.
cue ball. He's
Don't
He's
do
going to soft
anything.
kick. He's going to soft kick the 4.
He should soft kick it. He shouldn't
And
do anything
even if
fancy.
you don't hit it hard enough to get to the rail, don't lose the game on it.
You missed it.
got
Oh,
too
got
high.
it.
He
Like
just got
that.
too high on it.
Now, if you'd have shot hard there, that would have
He
been
got
okay.
scared
Bye
of
bye.
scratching. You see how far he got scared of
Yeah.
scratching? He let the cue ball. He measured up far enough to where he was completely on the other side of center.
Well, he was treed there. That was.
Yeah.
That made it hard. Now, the way he hit it, it'd been nice if he'd hit it hard. He could have banked it up and hid behind the stack, but
Well, Billy's going to make at least
he
3.
should make 2.
He should be
The
able to
3
do it.
doesn't go, remember?
Well, the 6 does. Should be able to make the 4-1-6.
I don't like, he jerks with this rate.
If he lets the cue ball
I
roll
wouldn't
up
be
by
I
the
wouldn't be
side pocket-
surprised if he doesn't run into the 1 the way
No,
he should.
he's got to go up and get the 6 ball from here. He just
No,
lets
no,
the cue
no,
ball
no.
go straight up. Look at this.
Well, he got lucky.
Well, see,
I
now
told
he
you he's
can't
gonna
get
run
the
into it.
6 from here.
Well, he can go boom, boom, 2 rails.
He could have
See,
got-
nothing goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can get on the hill. So he's got 6. No, he's got 5.
Bill's got
6,
5.
7. 1, 2,
He's got
3.
5.
Yeah. Yeah.
This will be 6.
All you gotta do is get between the 10 and the rail and cut the
He's gonna
6
2
down
rail-
and hide
he's
it
gonna-
if you don't
he's gonna
make it.
come off 2 rails to the 6.
No, I don't like the 2 rail and the 6. Unless he's going to go past the side.
Yeah.
No,
Or
now he's
or
gonna-
spin it like that was
That
nice.
works too.
Now, even if you don't make it, if you have good speed, he's in a lot of trouble.
Well, I can tell you this, folks. If Randy plays a perfect game from here on out, we'll be here for about another 45 minutes. So you better savor that beer.
No, I'm
and Billy misses.
see what I
those.
said. Well, he missed it, but he's got him in trouble. But he can take it out with the 3 ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
And leave him in the stack.
It's a good beer.
Ivan, if you're ever here, my name is John Henderson. Tommy Amura is watching too. And I'm here with Bart Mahoney. And if you ever come, we'd love to meet you.
We'll be around.
And we'll get you in the best game we can. Depends on who we get the best jelly from. But
Yeah, but we will do that for you.
plenty of people to play here. One pocket's a big deal here.
It really is. We're like that out here. We're a little cult of one pocket players.
Nice
That's
shot.
right.
Look here with the 3 coming on
Yeah.
his side.
Good job.
That's good.
Great
That's
shot.
good.
That simple.
Okay, so Bill has to. I think he's going to shoot the 3 and drag down the cue under the 1,
Under the 6.
under the 6, 1, 6, whatever.
Just pick a number. They actually, it doesn't matter because all balls are in place. So there is no numbers or colors.
No, but he's going to get the 3 on his side, maybe for a bank for later.
Right.
That's what he's going to shoot.
He has to bring the cue ball down under the.
He doesn't want to break the balls up, where in case he makes a mistake later on, the guy can run a bunch of balls.
Right. Oh no! You break the balls out now.
Oh, he's going into the sack with it. I don't like. I'd rather have it on my side and
Yeah.
under. See, now he left a bank.
He can cut that 6 ball too.
Oh no,
Well, I know he won't, but he could.
he's got a pretty good bank.
Yeah, he's been practicing with that bridge. He might pull it out
Yeah, I don't. You
because
know.
he knows he doesn't have anything. He makes the 3. That's great, but
Yeah, but he should get it close enough to get
he's looking
Bill
for
on
the
the
bridge.
defense.
He's looking for the bridge.
There might be There might be a kiss. The 14 might go off of the 15 near the hole down here if you get, make it. I
Steve
don't
Harvey
know.
says get the bridge.
No, he's got to shoot. He's got to shoot the bank. It's a much higher percentage shot.
All right. Of course it is. He banks good too.
Hit it good.
He missed it, but he
It
does
rolled out a
bank
little
it.
bit, I think, on him.
Yeah, he didn't hit it as good as he can. Now John is going to clip the 3, kick the 6. He's going to do all of that and probably miss the
Page
last.
17 of my book. There is no book, folks.
No.
I'm teasing.
Well, there is 2. You just gotta-
Actually, the 3 goes, with a cross bank
yeah,
here,
There it is.
except
it
for
is.
the kiss.
Yeah.
Which
Now
I didn't have.
He's
I didn't
cutting
have.
the 6. John, he's cutting the 6.
No, he's shooting the 3-railer on the 3.
Damn it. I would pay
Or the 10, if he can get out of the kiss on the 10, which is
Cut the
hard. He
6.
can.
He can cut the 6 and bust up the balls and be done with this.
He didn't want to bust up the balls and be
Yeah,
done
he's
with it.
gonna
He wants
bank-
to torture
I
us.
guess he can see the 2 too. So he's got options.
Well, the 3 is just to get down
he's,
there.
he's he's not going to bank the 10.
See, you see, folks, what he does?
Mhm.
Looks at every shot. Now, the shot here, maybe you can't make it, but a lot of spin the 6 by the hole and hide it behind the stack.
See what he's looking at?
That's probably the shot.
He's looking at how he would do it with the bridge.
He's getting the bridge. Thank you.
Now, if you
Randy.
want to shoot with the bridge and he hit the 14, he's got a chance to get a bunch of balls.
He potentially could win from here. From here, he could win from here. Well, yeah, he could win from here if he gets.
Okay.
Oh boy, I figured he was going to do that last time. This time is even better.
This is a better angle. I agree with you. But
Okay.
but putting a left-hand English makes the hit
Oh,
twice
I
as
wouldn't-
hard because
man, I
it bends the ball, bends the cue ball, deflects it into the 6.
Yeah.
I like just a high ball here.
You can't
Commit
put any
to the
English
shot.
on- You put any English on this, you're crazy. He turns into a Massey shot.
Well, remember last time he said he missed the whole ball.
He's going to
Yeah,
jaw
he's
the
gonna
6
do it.
ball. 2 balls.
Not
are
gonna
come
do that?
out.
He said, nope, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
I think it is the shot. Just hit it. Don't even try to make it. Just
No,
get
no.
it over there and hide it.
Just stick it into your hole.
Get
You
the
don't have
cue
to
ball
make
up by the side.
Just
They're
get in
they're
the jaws.
thinking make. Make it later. Be a gatherer, not a hunter.
I'm starting to remember why I stopped drinking beer. You want to fight?
Oh, you Irish asshole.
It's true. No, it is true. It's true. Look at this 3-railer. Oh man, he hit this sporty. Wow, good shot, man.
That's why Robbie Gordon quit drinking, I think.
Is that right? I don't blame him. I can relate.
That was a good shot.
You know who used to be awful?
Hmm.
What the hell? From the joint? No, from California Billiards. Frank, the guy that plays the guitar. And
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Billy. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Butts. Robots.
Frank Robuts, old friend of mine. Frank and I won a tournament they called the California 9-Ball Championship back in 86, 87. Frank was second. He's played good. I played good then.
Yeah.
Frank got out of the Marines. He loved to fight.
Oh,
Frank loved to fight.
it's half the fun. You didn't know that about me, Randy. I was a very young Irishman then.
What does he do
I don't
here?
know what kind of name Robuts is, but Frank
What
didn't
does
know. But
he do here?
he finally took a whipping one time that changed his mind. I heard.
Yeah.
But Frank loved to fight. Frank, a good action guy. He's had a lot of health issues over the years. I don't know if he's still playing at California
Last
Billiards.
time I saw him, he looked great. Frank, he looked terrific. And
Well,
was
he had
playing-
one of them same operations that Tommy Too Good had. He was real heavy and had diabetes and had a lot of health issues, I think. And that kind of, or maybe he didn't have diabetes. I know Tommy
It's
did.
thyroid.
But anyway,
Wasn't it thyroid?
huh?
I think it was thyroid.
But anyway, he had one of them band operations, and he
Mhm.
lost a lot of weight. But he had some broke his neck, I think, after that one time. I don't know.
Hey,
But
what do
he-
we got going on for?
Chat.
No. I was thinking. I think they have a
Billy Pants. Hi, Billy Pants.
Billy.
Your buddy Wayne had a good time.
Oh man, he had a blast.
What's he want to do? Shoot the combo on the 6. Isn't that his hole?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I don't think there's anything else to think about.
You know-
and Billy just scratched, so he's only got 5.
Shoot the combo on the 6.
10.
Get it over there. Hide the ball. If you make it, then you're
Yeah.
going to have a shot, maybe.
I was thinking we should. I think there's a couple things going on with the room here, and I don't know if it's this weekend. But you got the big women's tournament coming up.
They're not this weekend.
No, this weekend is the Shriners. That's right.
Shriners at Hard Times. If you're in town, go to the Hard Times 8-ball tournament.
8-ball Shriners. Jay Miles.
Jay
does
Miles,
a great job.
a lot of work putting that on.
Tremendous family, bringing the good vibe to the pool halls in Northern California.
Working his butt off, getting donations for the raffles to raise money for the kids at the Children's Hospital.
He
Shriner.
personally goes over to the hospital on a regular basis. Stops by and sees us when he can, but I'm sure.
I don't
Sure,
think
he's
he's
got his
not
hands
shooting. He's shooting something that can cost him. If he's shooting the 8, that's going to cost him the game.
You
Shoot
mean
the
on
combo.
top.
Shoot the. No, now he's going to cut the 6. Not a bad shot. You come down for the 10 if you spin it. If you can get between the rail and the.
But
You
is
don't want to
that-
go the other way because
Is he cutting the 6 ball?
he can, and he can
So
spin
the
it.
one, so the one doesn't connect to the 6. The one doesn't catch any part of that 6 ball.
Yeah, evidently, he's looking at it. It looks to me like it does. No, may not. It might be right on that.
Well, if it misses the 6,
So I'm
wouldn't
shooting
you
this-
just push the one past the 6? And
No,
let the
I'm
two ball-
shooting. No, you got a chance to make the ball and get on the 10 ball
Ah.
here. That's the shot. This is not like this is a half 50-60% shot. Just push through the ball. No, it's not like that. Now you left cross bank.
So I was thinking he just.
You had to shoot it to get down to the 10. So maybe even make a thinner angle.
Okay. Well, he can cross this 6.
Ivan says one pocket is dead in Georgia.
Really?
Well, not in Atlanta, I don't think, but wherever he lives, wherever he told us before, but I don't.
Boy, Ronnie Allen would be yelling at people for not playing in.
I met him when I was in high school. What a character!
Oh my gosh, that was absolutely.
When he was really a good player, I knew him later. I mean, he wasn't. Nice shot, good thinking. He was a couple of years older than me, I think, but he drinking beer in the pool room when he was like 19. I was 17, still in high school when I met him. He was one of pool is and was not as many characters, I guess, as there used to be. How many we got? Anybody watching, listening to all this BS?
Yeah, we got 14 people.
14
On a
people.
Friday afternoon. Thank you, 14 people. This is wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that about One Pocket. Out here, all it was a matter of a few people showing everybody how easy it is to win a little money, and we got over 50 people, 50 players in this this One Pocket pool. We draw from the same group of players.
Try to make it as competitive as we can. As you can see from this match.
Yeah, we just started.
This is Hill.
This is Hill with 2 decent players.
We will try to get a bunch of better players together. Not that these guys aren't good players, but they're not the upper echelon that we have to draw from. And we're going to try to get them to put up a couple hundred apiece, $250 apiece, and they're playing for a nice payday.
Yeah, that'd be $1,500 and $500. I think they'll like that action. And the players are here. Even between a few players from San Francisco area, there's a lot down in the East Bay. I just haven't had a chance to get to the phone to talk to Chris Schwartz for a little bit. Chris, I got to say thanks too, buddy. You were a lot of help, just reassuring on some of the things I was running into with this remodel here on the pool room. Came out pretty sporty, and we definitely got to do some kind of a team effort. Let you all come up, play the same round robin, I would presume, and then just see how we fare with your regular players. I know you got a strong bunch, but
We get to pick which ones.
yeah.
We want to make it competitive.
Like
I want Howard Kurosaki in there.
What if we do
If I call him Blind Howard.
what if we do like a Sandlot,
Howard, I apologize. He's such a good friend. He loves one.
like a Sandlot, like a pickup game, like a Sandlot. I'll take,
I don't know. Maybe later on, but we got to beat them at their game. We don't care
Yeah.
if they're better. Look, this might not be hard enough.
It isn't.
Nope.
It is not. So that's another move you can do. Most people don't know that, but I thought Randy was going to grab a ball off the other table and spot it up instead of putting the coin up. Think anybody noticed there'd be?
Got more balls to make. They do
17.
that. I know guys that do that playing gin. Instead of picking one card, they
17,
pick 2 or
18 balls
3.
to the table. I gotta make that move just for the fun of it sometime. I'm gonna steal.
I was James Bach, my old friend James Bach, who passed,
Oh yeah, Jimmy
played
Carter.
in 30 of these in a row. And I was playing James
Yes,
Bach
he did.
here in 9-ball, and I was on the hill. James was a very good player, and I was on the hill. And he racked the balls, and I swear I wasn't paying attention. He put something else from another table in the balls,
Mhm.
and he left the 9 down. And I made a ball, and he says, "That's it, you made the 9 on the break."
I'm
I
done.
said, "Really?" Then someone told me later. He was a great guy and a great player.
Hey,
We
you know
miss
what I
him.
want? You know what I want when they get the YouTube channel up? Is a way to, right now, I got pictures of all these guys, and I'd love to be able to put
Looky
them on
here.
the stream. What if we could post, Johnny, what if we could post pictures of James Bach right here? Look,
Yeah, we got to learn how to do that on
Little
YouTube. We
window.
probably could.
I think they're
Ben Sutherland is watching. Hi, Ben. With your new family, new daughter, lucky guy.
Congratulations, Mr. Sutherland, and the Sutherland family. That's exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. How are you? And thank you again so much for helping get this all up and running with Sean.
Even though we screw it up all the time,
We did again today. we're batting like 900.
900 at screwing it up.
I'm telling you, we can't blame anybody for it because we are at the helm.
Well, it's Murphy's Law.
And he wants his own mouse, which is going to slow things down even more, but I'm not helping things with.
Okay, he's kicking. He's kicking here. Is he kicking? No, he's just trying to get it over.
Yeah, Ben, thank you again, though, buddy. Looking forward to you visiting when you get
Sooner
a
or
chance.
later.
You bet.
Okay, what do you do here? Can you stiff the 10 and draw this ball back?
No, I would probably try it at this point, but no, I would not say that's
You
the
can
play.
stiff it. Of course, the trouble is you might draw it right into the stack.
And it can point. It can come off the point of the side. I got to think.
Or
all
can
the
you
things
follow
that
it
go
and
wrong.
double the 14 up on the 1?
No, he's
Then-
got to do something with this one ball.
Well,
He
he
can
can
dig
kick it.
down underneath that thing.
Yeah, he can kick. They don't like it if they can't get it near their hole.
I do on this type of shot when you're questionable to get under it. I like massaying that ball a little bit because that makes sure the one ball gets out. If you massay it too much, yeah, I suppose you could.
Now he's looking at just hitting this ball thin. All you're doing is prolonging the agony. Get the 1 out now.
Yeah.
If you're not stiffing the 10 and drawing back
Well,
for a
he
back.
could kick. Well, he can't kick under the long way. He's
Oh,
gotta
of course
go-
you can.
Well, he can,
Even
but-
if you get under it, you're going to ticky and you're not
Yeah,
going
but
to
if the cue
scratch.
ball comes up, he's going to.
Well, you make sure you don't. I mean, the worst thing you can do is hit it bad and hit the 1 thin and knock it into the long rail anyway. There's no way in the world you could screw that
Just
up,
shoot the 1.
no
just
matter
do
what.
that.
From the end rail. There you are. And hit it. Well, you don't want to hit too. Well, I understand. He's leaving a bank. He's leaving a bank.
Well, I'm telling you what. It looks like he's going after the 14 right there. I don't
No,
know why.
he's no. I'm looking right down the barrel. He's kicking the one, which is the right shot. And
they've done some pretty scary stuff, so we're kind of a little jumpy here. Okay.
no, but look, you know, if he just hits the one and knocks it to the rail, Bill can't bank the 14 because then he's
agreed.
knocking the
But
three
he has
over.
to have the same outcome here.
I don't. Well, he's not putting enough juice on it to suit me.
I don't think he's shooting it yet. Oh, he is.
Okay.
Oh well, see, yeah. It wasn't even that hard.
Okay. Now
Bank
Bill.
the one. Bank the one.
Banks
Goes
he's
nicely
gotta,
around.
well,
the
he's got to be
15.
careful. Does the
Not
14
that
go?
careful. No, that's it. That ball is a goner.
So
Make
he
sure you
can,
get
he
around
can
the
bank this, then he
14.
can bank the 14. Or the, whoops. We got a little- okay.
All right, Billy.
He's one stroking. These guys are getting tired.
No, they are. This is a workout.
It's grueling.
These guys started at a little 11:30 this morning, and they played both of them They got a little bit of a break in between.
We're at
the matches.
6:30.
Yeah, it's 7 hours straight. Oh, and we got post up. Hello, Colin Newey. I'm sure you're not anywhere around our chat, but
Well, no, this is Friday night fights.
yeah,
have
I
already
hope they have a
started.
nice fights tonight.
You know, when this is over, look up Friday Night Fights. What is it?
post up.
Post-up.
Post.
They have
dash up.
3 matches every Friday. The last one is usually for a pretty good number, sometimes 1,000
Yeah.
a man
Oh, yeah.
posted up, 500 a man. Different. They play 8-ball, they haven't played much one pocket.
No,
They, you know, because I said get a big one pocket match going, and I'll come and do the commentary.
they tried. I tried a little one, but I don't. You know, those guys out there, they play good, and they're playing for the big money nowadays all the time, and it's
Yeah, there's there
It's
action
tough.
there. We're gonna
Yeah.
get there.
oh yeah. But we like
But
it.
Collins does a great job. They have a lot of fun,
Oh, yeah.
like we do here. That's what it's all about. You know, if you can't be too serious. I mean, you know, we're not bothering those guys down there. They're playing for the money. But you know, if I can't have a good time, I'm not coming.
No, cancel.
And that doesn't mean I've only had one beer. You know.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I did tell
Thank you, Ben.
I did tell you, John, that if Randy has a really good game and plays really, really well from 5-0 down, we're going to be here for 45 more minutes. And I think I can repeat that same right now for another 45 minutes.
Well, they're both. Randy's not as antsy as Bill is at this point.
Now here, I think he could stiff that 6-ball to his hole and use the 10 as a blocker. I think that's a legit shot.
Yeah, well, but I don't like it because you're going to come course of the titty, maybe.
No, I think he's going to hold it. I think he's going to hit
He's
this
going to
guy.
hold it, but that's
He's got to hold it.
He can't make it, can he?
No.
Shot the right shot. Oh,
But
did
he
it hit
hit
the
the-
titty? Oh, who'd have thought that?
Oh man, you are the luckiest caller. That's why you're so darn good at the horses. You can just look at them, can't
I
you?
know, I broke even twice this year. You talk about good handicap.
Well, if you didn't do it in the same week, you probably didn't go broke. No, it's going to go that route.
But why would I know that he had a chance to hit the titty there? Because I've done it 2,000 times.
Yeah, look at that.
And he missed it. He didn't.
Yeah, he did okay though. Nah, he just kicked down underneath it. Not much.
Hi,
to do
Dave
there.
Gross. How are you? How's everything in
Oh, Colorado Dave.
Howard Kurosaki? Dave, why would you call him Blind Howard? Now he's my best friend. You know, one of my best friends. Him and Bill Myers, who's I hope is watching. If he's not sleeping, my old road man,
Taking
Kentucky Bill Myers.
taking a long nap. Friday afternoon. What else do you do?
What do you think I'd be doing if I was home?
Oh.
Howard, bless his heart, doesn't get to play much. You know, you got to wait till his mom goes to sleep. He's taking care of his elderly mother. I think in the 90s.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so he doesn't get to play much. Loves to play. He's going to retire next year, I think. So he'll get to play some more. A little more golf, a little more pool. Is that what you guys do when you retire?
What you try to do, I've had my last 2 set of golf clubs. The first set of golf clubs, my originals, the one that I was playing my best golf in, they ended up in a garage in Carnoustie, Scotland, because there wasn't enough room. We got them there, and I played, but when we were flying back, the car wasn't big enough. Well, we'd bought some packages and some gifts to bring home. The car wasn't big enough for my clubs. It was going to cost more. I could have flown back and got my clubs cheaper.
Wow.
So I never got those back, and then I got completely set up with another set of clubs, and they stole that car, and I got the car back, but clubs are gone. A couple tires, one of the bucket seats, they took that too.
Well, a good friend from One Pocket Org, Dave Gross and I's Doc, we hadn't heard from for a while, and he finally said he is in a skilled nursing facility. He got COVID.
Ooh.
Doc's in his 70s.
Oh,
And when my first road trip after my wife passed was to Gulfport, Mississippi, to play in a tournament that Doc was putting on. It's Skeeters in Gulfport, Mississippi.
isn't that where Tony plays?
No, there's not much going on in Gulfport. Mary Keniston lives in Gulfport, Mississippi. Bless her heart. She's announcing this tournament. I think the 9-ball anyway this weekend.
Oh, for the women?
No. She does a lot of stuff for Ray at.
Oh, right.
Yeah, she's great. Her and I have done some,
Well,
partnered
last time
up.
I spoke with her, I mean, I do we chat, on Facebook and stuff, but I thought she was living in Florida.
She was in Florida, but she's been in Gulfport for a few years now.
Oh, okay. All right.
And what's he doing here?
He's just
going
putting
to
the cue ball in
try to leg it. The 9 will actually go, but you're taking a chance. I don't know.
Yeah, if he just lays the cue ball over here and gets the 9-ball past.
Main thing is get something on your side.
Yeah.
And
That's
don't
not
have
hard
to
to do.
and don't have to make it. But Doc, I know you're not listening. You're in a skilled nursing facility. They're probably not letting you watch any pool. But get better quick. 'Cause I was in one of them for a long time. Get home, man. As soon as they'll let you come home.
Right.
He says that'd be after the first, but he got, and he's a chiropractor, and he says I was been sicker than I ever was in my life. I didn't think I was going to make it.
How long ago was that?
Right now,
Oh, jeez.
he's in there right now.
Well, I hope he's wrong. I hope he.
Well, no, he thinks he's doing better now, but he says he was as sick as he's ever been.
Yeah.
So there still is a COVID problem around for some people. But I met a lot of people that are still my friends back there. Good
So
friends.
more ball, more rotation.
He's shooting the 8 here, and he's winning the game right here.
That's.
Yeah, the 8 shooting the 8. Cue ball runs into the 9.
2, 4, 6.
8, 3, 6,
10.
and then something else.
So he needs 3 or 4 balls. Because Randy's only got.
But
one.
I played. A lot of guys are on one. Joey A. I played him back there. I played. The doc said, "Man, you played everybody but the cook." That was my first.
Yeah, I believe that's true. Well, you didn't go around not playing. That's why.
Well,
you
no,
played
but that
everybody.
was my first trip, and
Sure.
I had a good time. I think I came in 3rd, 4th in the tournament. They had a lot of good young players there. You talk about Johnny Archer clone, skinny, big
Oh, yeah.
long rail
Yeah.
banks like their Art Doc Tripp. Oh yeah, he played. Art was a percussionist when he was a young man. He played with Frank Zappa in the Mothers of Invention.
The Mothers of Invention.
Yeah, Zappa. And Zappa didn't have any, Doc was, graduated from one of the big, musical thing. He could play every percussion instrument there was. So anyway, Doc, if you hear this or read this, I want you to get home well and get well. And I hope the food at your place is better than in Mississippi is better than the food where I was at. 'Cause it was horrid.
It just sounds to me like they're just hating on the people that are sick. I never hear about.
Well, they got
good
60
food.
people to feed 3 meals a day, so money is an issue.
Right.
But, why does your pancake and sausage need to be hot? You know.
Oh God. Oh jeez. That's brutal.
And powdered eggs are okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
You
it's
know.
just nice
So
and,
anyway,
nice and runny.
the last
Yeah,
couple of
really.
months I was in there,
Jeez.
my DoorDash bill, because my kids sent me money, my DoorDash bill was probably $500 a month.
Oh, it better be.
But
My
they were
God.
that wasn't a lot, you know, because they charge you up the rear end for that.
Now,
stuff.
John, on this
I'm
is a
two-
crazy shot, but I could two rail that one ball and get this cue ball back underneath the 6. And
You
turn
can
this
spin
whole
it if
thing
you get a
around.
kiss, the game's over.
You come, you can
But
turn
no,
this
that's
game
a
around.
shot. That's a Tony Chohan. That's a probably a shot most good players. The problem is that without drawing it, you got to hit it pretty tight
You
to
can't
the
draw
pocket.
it much. You just got to
No,
clear
you
that
got to
tin
spin
ball
it with it, you know, with a lot of right hand spin.
and let it come.
But it might not go long enough, you know, or you know.
You
So
ain't
now you're
playing
gonna.
pocket speed. You're playing cue ball speed.
No, you're playing the cue ball. But when I say when you're not, you know.
Right.
No, I think that's the right shot here. You're in trouble. You know he's going to 3-rail this ball and try to double him up, which is maybe not bad either. But then what do you do next?
Yeah, but it might bang into the one ball. This gets a little weird. Could get a little weird.
It did get a little weird, but he got away with it.
Freaking worked out.
Some pays to be aggressive. Okay, but I'm surprised Bill didn't shoot the 8 before.
He could have shot a couple different things, but he hit that last bank, so they're tired.
They're
That last
tired.
bank
Cut the
he
8
hit.
in, Bill. You win the game if you make it. No, I'm cutting the 1 in and leaving him a shot to get back in
He's
the
not
game.
cutting no one. He's just that was funny to think about though. No, he just now see here's another 2 rail. I want to get this cue ball into Billy's corner. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
And right now he can tick you.
Billy's
off of
figuring
this
I can
2.
even screw up a couple times and still win this
He
game.
can tick you off this 10 real easy and go 2
Bill,
rails
it's 5
back
to
down
nothing,
here.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, he can. All he's got to do is fan this.
Mm-hmm. There's
He
no
says-
problem there at all.
He says, you can't spin the
No,
9
but
in
he's-
with the Riz,
He's
with
got
the
that
rate.
go walk. He's walking like he's going to go. And
We
I
don't
see
know, but
nothing.
where are you going to go?
I
If
have
you don't
no
get
idea.
under these balls, he's got a nice easy bank on the 7. I don't think we're going to be here much longer.
Well, unless if he can get past the strike ball, he's right.
Even
next
if
to
he
you.
takes a scratch, he's
Yeah.
still in the game.
Why can't he tick you off the 7 down here in the bottom and go underneath the
He
6?
can't, then he's going to run into something.
Yeah, all right. I think he
That's
can-
I mean he can hit it if he look at the angle. Oh, he's got a better angle on the screen to do that. Yeah, that's very doable. Go off the 7 and get behind the 6.
Go underneath the 6. You can't scratch from there. There's no scratch. That's the shot. Bing.
Yeah, I think so too.
Bump it. Oh, now this is fun. Even though we only got the
6:30.
stream towards the end,
Yeah,
a
it
little
is.
longer a day. Why? What happened today? Who slowed it down? I don't think
These-
there was. I think there was people that were real close to having a shot to get in the finals, and they played hard.
11, well, if we'd have had a playoff, we'd have been here till 8 o'clock.
Did.
Okay,
John, we got to rethink this, folks.
11:30,
We love having everybody.
12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30. It's just about right. 6:30. You know,
Yeah, it's about. I was hoping by 6 would be nice.
go off the 7 thin, because even if you bump one of them balls, you're not going to sell out. You know, maybe leave a 2-railer to get a ball down. Let's see. Okay, he's going to try to do something wonderful.
I just can't see that. I can't see anything.
Well, he might get a double kiss and not sell out, but I don't like what
Yeah.
he's thinking here. He's trying to bank the 6 over.
Oh. Yeah, he's tired. They're tired. Wow. Because the cue ball's just going to be laying there. Cue ball's got nowhere to go.
Yeah, he don't want to play safe though. He wants to create a shot. That's a problem.
Yeah, that is a big problem. In this situation, big problem. He's going to tick you underneath. Wow.
Well, he had a pretty good idea there. But now Billy can just spin this 3 down and go way down table.
Sure.
Or bank the 6. He likes to bank.
No, God, if he drinks anymore, Should be over.
I'd be banking the 6 because then
Yeah,
I'm
he should
running out
just-
for sure. Look, what's Randy's tied up them balls. He didn't get a very good roll on it. I told you he's going to bank the 6. Oh man, he hit it awful. He one stroke jump. Now, Randy, if you bank the 3,
He's treed, so he can't get on this
can't
side.
get a lot of English on it, but you can still get something over there. Oh, does this
Oh,
7
he's
go?
got- I
He's
don't
going
know.
to shoot the 9.
I don't know. He's hoping he can. I think he can make the 9. Yeah, I think he
I'm
can.
surprised Bill didn't hit that better and at least hang it.
Yeah, he's missed the last couple banks. I think he's real tired.
And
I
he's
do
very
think
good.
he's
Okay,
very
he's.
tired.
What are we doing here?
He's just banking the 3.
Yeah, but if he goes at the 9 from there, he's going to come out on the. And he shoots too hard, he's going to come out on the deuce. He hit it good,
I did hit it good.
but Bill can kick.
Billy makes that 6. It's game over.
Yeah,
That's what he's thinking right now too.
I don't think he can see it. You mean banking at it?
No, I was back last shot when he shot that last.
Oh, he's
6
kicking at the 7.
He's kicking underneath. He's just going to try to hit the back side of the 9 if it's not frozen.
Yeah. Now you got a problem, young man.
Ticky off the 7, go up table, and let it lay, or let it come all the way back down here. I'd love to see the cue ball in.
Well, you can shoot into the 10
Yeah,
and draw over behind the 1, but he just maybe bank the 14 down.
Yeah, I don't think you can see much of the 14. No.
No, he can't, can he?
Just
I-
ticky
well,
off
you
the
can't
7.
tell,
Just
you know.
ticky off the 7 with some left English. Let it go somewhere over on this side of the table.
Well, he's not getting too impatient.
No, these guys they're holding up. They're playing for an extra couple hundred this weekend. So, what else they got to do?
What's he doing here? Maybe he can see the 10.
No, he's just.
I think he can. I think he can see the 10.
I don't like that.
I like it if he can get the 10 over on the rail
Yeah,
and get the 14 down there.
yeah, but.
Oh, he shot the
Yeah,
6.
that's what I've been hoping. Just don't scratch. Good shot. That's a good shot. I've been hoping he would get it over here one time, at least to give Billy a different look. Because Billy's been getting a bunch of free banks and not hitting them good. So he's looking at it now like, Because all those balls go, those 4 balls.
Hi, Lee Wallach.
All the strike balls go to Randy's hole. All of them do. So now Billy's got problems.
No, he can kick the 9. He can just kick
And he
it.
can tick you off to 2. Go down table.
He's going to bank it over, he says. I bank it over.
No, he just sold out, man.
Well, yeah, but he
that's
tied up a
7.
bunch of balls. He's
The
going to have to
7's
go
tied up,
long way down and get on the 13, 14.
Well,
But you got a ball by your hole.
he did good and got a shot, but he had to get that cue ball into Billy's corner, and that's what caused this. Billy hit that. Billy's tired. I feel bad for Bill. He's a tired guy.
Don't draw. Just go long. Go hard. Cue ball in front of the side pocket. 13 goes. Boy, I play good up here. Should have come up here and look at every shot before I run down and shot it.
What's that?
I said you ought to come up here and look at every shot before you run down and shoot it.
Well, yeah. Or at least gets a headset. We could wire the info down.
Just shoot it hard, buddy. Go with the shot. Now, if you draw and hit, you. They still got cheeseburgers, Lee. You got time to get up here before they close. Just a hop, skip, and a couple 100 miles.
Phone a friend, Randy. You got a chance here. He likes it too. He feels it. He knows he's got a chance. He's not sure.
Well, he could shoot this left-handed.
Well,
He
that
shoots-
7 ball did. It messed up.
He
the
can
10
get
and
down on
14
the,
ball.
you know, and even if he hit real hard, he can get down on the 1.
Yeah.
That's it,
But
buddy.
you don't want to really turn it loose that much, though.
Yeah.
You don't want to, if you don't have to.
You want to. What's he doing?
You're just looking.
You're gonna do.
He's looking at just making the 9, ace on the 9, and banking the 10. That's why he's kind of
He's just getting too conservative.
overly.
You got a
yes.
straight in ball, for Christ's sake. Shoot it in the hole and see what
Shoot
happens.
the 9 and get it to the
You're
middle of the
left-handed. You
table.
hit the ball left-handed good as anybody.
Exactly.
Always.
He's trying to scoot it over a little.
He said, "Well, you shoot it left-handed. You shoot good left-handed, or you got room right-handed.
Yeah.
All you got to do is get the cue ball in front of the side pocket.
He's going up table.
He has to. Chance for 4 balls, maybe.
He's going up table. See if anybody else is watching.
There, you can't underhit it. Perfect.
Now you got to shoot. Now you got to just shoot and go. This is go time.
Got to draw into the 8. Well, he's looking at the 10. I don't.
think you can see the 10.
13 goes. Shoot 13, 8, 15, or the deuce. You bounce off the deuce or whatever.
You know, they were asking about another camera or better cameras. And now that we've had this view for a while, those are kind of fuzzy.
What's that?
The screen, the camera. A little bit fuzzy.
I don't know. We're lucky we got to stream it all the way. Is he shooting the 10?
I think he is.
Yes, he is.
But
And
what's
trying to
the-
force follow up for those? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I think he's drawing this.
He's, you know, what's he going to draw? He can't. He's got to shoot the 13 if he wants to run some balls. If you can, if
Yeah.
you can see enough of the 10, then you got to force follow it.
Well, if he shoots the 13, he doesn't even have to shoot it hard. I think he can shoot the 10 next. And then
No, you're going to shoot the 13 and draw into that solid
right.
and get the 15 next, and then maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
Or if you go too high, the 1 next.
That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. See, right there, he shoots the 13. He doesn't even have to. I think he's going to hit the 15. That's why I said
Now,
shoot the 13.
he can
10.
stun it by the 15, I think, and hit the deuce. If the deuce goes, he thinks too much sometimes, I think. I mean, I appreciate it. He loses this game, he loses 200. But you can look him over too much sometimes, people. You know, you got 2 balls that go. If you want to, you can shoot the 14 and then the 1. He's shooting my least favorite ball.
Yeah.
This is not going to come out.
He's shooting the 2-ball bank. Oh no, he's coming over for the 1 ball.
He had an angle to do that, I
Now
guess.
he's
I
got to
did.
shoot the 2 rails.
No,
Yeah,
unless he can go to the rail with it.
No, he's going 2 rails for the.
Well, it
2
won't go. The 14 and the 7 are in the way. So all you're doing is leaving the guy another bank. You screwed up, take the 6 out.
Yep. Keep it simple.
No, I'm going to shoot a ball and try to get it close. If I hit it too good, I run into them balls. Well, you might be able to get behind the 6.
I think he gets around the balls okay.
I'd have to look at
He
the
better
angle.
have this cue ball right. Pocket speed would help too. Pocket speed. No pocket speed.
Well, he owed a ball. Or did he knock a ball? Anyway,
Yeah.
he owed a ball. I see a penny down there.
Yeah. Billy's tired. I can just see the way he's standing there. He's just like, oh man. Keep it moving.
Hurry up! I want to go for something.
Yeah, that's what he's kind of.
Well, he can almost here. I don't know though. That 12.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to bank the 9, but he could.
I think he is.
he could. He could hit it the other way. That way. He could have hit it that way.
Yeah, that was a
He
nice.
did hit it
That was a
that
nice
way.
shot.
I mean, he could have hit it that way with more speed and probably played the carom at the backside of that other ball. And he moved it across this side of the table.
See, now if he could jack up here, he could shoot the bank. He's going to shoot it anyway. And he might run into the 14 and get it over there safe. And he got a chance to make some balls if he makes it. Oh, he shot the 2-railer again. Oh, he hit it good.
Yeah, he did. If you get some legs on that, that could come out real good.
Yeah. Now
It's
Bill
not bad.
Bill can shoot the 13.
Really?
I think so. You hit it thin, you might run into the 1, not sell out the 14. He can go to the rail and kick it out pretty easy.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Sure. No, I think he's got to get under this 15 ball by Randy's hole. Oh, there's Eddie.
There's who?
Eddie was still here.
They're fighting hard, folks.
They aren't quitters.
Hello, DeLoyan and Brett White. Don't know Brett White, do we?
No. We know Brett, but his last name's not White.
I don't think so. Where are you from, Brett White? We know where Ralph DeLoyan is from.
Absolutely.
Grew up right here on this premises, almost.
His home court for that man.
What's he doing? We are been here having fun, Ralph. Miss you.
Mm-hmm.
This is the last game of the last match between Randy and Bill Villareal.
Scores 1-1. Billy's got 5.
And both of them won't play safe unless you put a gun on their head. Well, here he goes.
No, they've been firing, and this is as far as they've gotten.
Yeah. He's. You see, I don't think he can. Wouldn't be a bad shot to shoot. Of course, you got to have good speed. Is to just hit the 9 and follow it down. You want to get them balls split up someplace. This might not be the shot. Is he trying to draw behind the 6?
No.
That's
no,
not.
I think he was, but he was in his posture said he wasn't going to shoot it.
It's a lot easier shot than you think because if you can shoot hard and you can spin 2 rails and hit it, and if you get behind it, you really got him in a problem. You got him kicking at the ball by your hole.
He came down underneath the 6 ball, long rail with the cue ball to Billy's pocket with the cue ball.
That's what I would do, but I'm a good kicker. I'm going to hit that 6. He's trying to get under it. Yeah.
This is easy to draw it into the pocket. That's brutal.
Yeah.
Hey Ralph, good to hear from you, buddy. Have a good weekend.
So now he's just going to follow it and give him a nice takeout on his ball. I don't like that. Is he or not? Maybe he's trying to get under it.
No, he's going to just do that.
Good. See, he did it with
That's what he
Ingles.
wanted to do. He just finally said, "Screw it, I'm going."
Well, Billy's banking this. I think, unless he's going to draw under the ball by the hole.
Ralph, this is the finals. First is 300. Second is 100. So it's an 8-player, $50 entry. Round robin. Everybody plays a guaranteed 3 matches. 3 rounds, 3 matches. And the winner of the 2 different groups go to the finals. So Billy went 3-0 in his group, and Randy went 3-0 in his group, and that's how they got here. So yeah, they're playing. The difference is 200. And it's been a long day, and I think they just want to salvage as much as they can out of it.
Well, the shot here is to two rail the 13, break up them balls, and follow down and protect your ball. It lays perfect for that. And leave the 9 alone. Just follow down there. Because you don't leave a bank if you don't hit it hard enough. But you could really put some pressure on him by breaking up that cluster. Get a couple of them balls to go, maybe all of them. Changes the whole game around. You know, it's right in front of you, straight in. All you got to do is hit it and follow it.
Oh, you're talking. You got wrong pocket, I think.
No, he's for the left. He's for the right hand side. He's going to two rail the 13 and follow the cue ball.
Oh, I see what you got.
And then, worst case, if you hit it too tight, you're
I
going to
see.
run
You
into
got him
the
coming to the short rail and then out. And then
long
just let
rail, short rail
Yeah.
into them balls.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That's a good shot.
He looks like
Of
he's
course,
going
it's a
to.
good shot. John said so. Dang it.
Whether it is
Listen,
or not, it's good.
listen,
But he's
listen.
doing. He's just
That's what he's doing.
no.
That's exactly what he's doing.
No, he did a good shot too. But
Well,
he did,
that's what-
but he needs a lot of balls. He's got to get, Bill's going to get a ball down table the 2 and hide him behind the,
Pool balls, folks. He needs a lot of balls in this game.
you got to think, he had a chance to break those balls up, and if he gets a shot later on, he can get, a bunch of easy balls. Now he's lost one of those balls down table,
Mm-hmm.
I think. Bill's got, not much, it doesn't take much of a stroke unless you overdraw it.
Just draw off the 2 underneath.
Or you can
15.
just follow it, but you can get the ball down table. Now he's thinking of banking and spinning 3 rails around. I don't like that.
No.
Run into the 9.
But as you get tired, you start.
Your brain starts
Yeah, you start getting.
inventing
I think
shots.
he's just going to stick this underneath
See?
the 15 ball.
And
That's a
how
good
did he?
shot.
How did he hit it, folks?
Very good shot.
Now here's a Tony Chohan shot. You bank the 9, go 3 rails with the cue ball around the 8.
Bobby Jan, it's the game ball count for this game is Bill 5, Randy 0
And they both have 1 game.
for the cash for it all. Remember my 45 minutes? I think I can say that again. Come on, boys. This is what happened to Jason and Philip. The last one.
Yeah.
They-
well, except they were tied 4 apiece balls, and all the balls were
that's
down.
right.
All the
Sure.
balls were down table. So what's he doing
And Bill's
here?
had a chance. Bill's had a chance on a few different occasions with legitimate, wide open, short rail banks. And if any one of those would have been match over, but
So he's trying to protect the 11.
right.
Well, you could just shoot the 9 to the end rail, cue ball by the 2 or the 8 or whatever it is,
You just play
and
off
you've
the 9
protected
and
the
stick
ball.
cue
You
over
know,
there
the
by
way
the
he's
2.
shooting, he's knocking another ball down table, which favors Bill again.
Leave the 12 where it's at, right near the cue ball. Send the cue ball off the 9 and just let it lay down over there on
Yeah.
the long rail by the 2. There's nothing there.
And if you hit it good, he can.
Billy
He
can't
can-
get to that 12 ball if he gets that cue ball over by the
Well,
2.
he can kick it
Past the
maybe,
side?
but you always love
I
him
don't
kicking it.
think- He ain't gotta like it. If he gets it in a good spot, he ain't gotta like it.
What's he gonna do? Or, now of course that ball's there. You don't want to. You can bank it and maybe run into that. And if you miss it, get it down on the end rail, and give him a blood test. There's nothing wrong with a blood test at this stage. You're down 5-0.
But
I'm banking I like banking the 9. You might run it. You should. Could run into the 8 and get it safe. Could miss 8 and leave him along, but you got to get it close. And he didn't hit it very good.
good cue ball.
Yeah.
But I think he could have got that cue ball in a better spot myself.
I'd just rather left him on the end rail, but
He's gonna kick it
now
over
he's
the
got
15.
his ball tight. No, he's got a bank on
Oh,
the
he's
4.
got the 2 ball.
Got a bank on the 14. Stick him right there.
No, he's banking the 2 ball.
That's right. He loves long rail banks.
Yes, he loves them. He's going. It's the blue ball, blue shirt, blue ball. That's just kind of where you wake up in the morning and you like the blue shirt. You get to the pool hall
No,
and you
he's
just
not,
kind of like
because he
the
can
blue
hide
ball.
this. He can. This
Sense
ball
to me.
might go, and he can hide it if he misses it.
Psychedelic days of the 60s.
If he makes it,
That's how he's hitting all of those banks. Wow, Billy, you banked so good too. What a trip.
well, I'm going for this one, folks.
I don't think you can see it.
13 goes.
Oh, wow. Really? You're going for the, all right.
Well, looky down here. What's he
Yeah,
going
I
to do?
see.
You got the ball study. Sooner or later, you got to stick your neck out. You need a lot of balls, and you can't keep
Not
letting him.
sticking your neck out. Look at this.
Not really. Just put a little right-hand English spin down there.
All right. That 3 ball looks makeable. If he gets it on the end rail, sure. But this 3 ball by Billy's pocket looks makeable if you don't get that cue ball to the end rail. And I don't think he can hold it up high enough.
Oh, he's getting another one down there. I like it. Just don't hit it too hard. Like that.
Yeah, that opens those up. Good shot. Pretty good shot. Billy's going to bank the 13, follow it.
Uh-huh. But be careful with the deuce.
Mm-hmm.
My knees are getting tired.
Yeah. yeah. Yeah.
Are you kidding? Well, if you want to get into big money, you got to turn into commentators.
yeah. Yeah,
That's where the big money is.
no argument there, Ralph.
Sometimes it's $60-$80 a weekend.
Oh, dude. No, rolling. Rolling. Well, he knows as well as anybody, this is not necessarily the back room where a whole lot of money's been made. A lot of money has passed hands, but it's.
Well, Bill's had some shots to win the game, but Randy's doing a pretty good job of hanging in
Bill
there.
is, and Randy didn't have much to work with. I mean, it's taken him a while, but he's turned this around. I mean, he's got.
If he leaves him down table, he
Just
got a
defend
shot
it,
off
right.
the 6. He can't miss the 3
Right.
hardly.
Right. Yeah, that's the shot right there. Just get it over here on the side rail. Well, if he gets it, the other thing they haven't been doing is they haven't been getting the cue ball frozen to anything. I haven't seen the cue ball frozen much at all. You're not freezing it to anything. The ball's not freezing. You take away so much more from your opponent if you just.
Well, he's going to get buried here
You stick
behind.
it on
He's going to
the
bank it on
rock.
his side, take it away out of play for you.
But if he doesn't freeze it, Randy's going to go do something with that 13 ball or something. Now, he did get treed there, which is good fortune for Bill. Bill looks like he wants to get on with his weekend. He's really just kind of not making any big mistakes, but normally he gets a little bit more aggressive. And he seems to be content, so I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have plans this weekend. Well, here we go, John. He's going. He's treed, he's jacked up, and he's banking that 13 back to his hole.
If he doesn't hit it good, he didn't hit it bad.
No, he didn't. He hit that pretty darn sporty. Couldn't ask for much more. However, How's it lay for letting that cue ball go down underneath that 13 and shoot the 210 bank or the 210 combo? Because at this point, I'm going out with a flurry here.
Well, he's played safe for so long. He gets
If I was Randy and I had 0, I might do that. But Bill does have 5 balls. He's still.
But see, hello, if you hit the 10 and the cue ball into the deuce, doesn't the 3 go?
It could. That's what I'm.
Not,
if you hit it
not
bad.
could.
Yeah.
It has to go.
Yeah, it might have to.
So you give up 5 or 6 balls if I'm wrong.
Well, you definitely get the blockers off the table, that's for sure.
No, I'm kicking the 13 out. Or is he making it? He's going to make it for him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's legit.
By kicking it out, you might lose the cue ball. See, I still think he's got a...
He's going to try to 2-rail that 2, just
No, he don't have an angle. He's got to shoot.
trade corners, trade.
I'm making the 4. Well,
You sending the cue ball down and letting the 2 ball come back. That's what it looks like.
I guess he got an angle if he plays it real tight. Real tight.
Well, you can't make it, but I mean,
Might be able to come
You
off
can-
the 4, get lucky or something.
you can trade spots with the cue ball. He's hit that enough times, this rack.
Okay, now thin off the 10. Oh, he can't.
No,
Cross over the 4,
he might just.
run into the.
He's just.
Except it might bank the 15 out.
He's going to play the cue off the 2 and down underneath that 15 ball again. He's been putting Randy underneath that 15 for the last half of the last, well, more than half, a lot.
Well, he's got a big video. He's thinking of. See,
Yeah.
the cue ball is going to run. The problem is the cue hits the 9 just right. You bank the 15 out where he can make it, but the 4 will go,
And he might make the 7 after all those.
or the
banks
7.
he's
I
had.
mean,
He just might make that goofy thing he did.
ooh, what a shot!
Yeah. I thought he was going to make it. And then he is shooting the 3 ball and should be able to get 3 balls out of this, or out of that, had he had made it. There's only one thing to do, Randy. One thing and one thing only.
Kick at it.
Oh, you can see it.
We can see it.
Oh, yeah, you can see it easy. Just follow with some top left. I mean,
Yeah, the guy still leads 2 balls.
Yeah.
It ain't like you're
No,
putting
no,
him
this
on the
is-
hill.
Yeah, I think if he just leaves it there in the pocket, I think he can see the whole ball, too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a diamond.
He
duck.
can't see the whole ball, but he can see enough of it. He wants to spin down and protect his ball. That might not be something he can do. He's trying it.
He's going to try to spin it, and he might. Better be careful he doesn't mass it. He's not going to hit this very hard.
Oh, he can. You're right. He can
Yeah, I
see
can
the whole.
it.
All right. Well, you're down there again, and he's knocking other balls down table.
Yep.
Off
Here
that's
we go.
10 ball or whatever it is.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Bill needs 2.
4, 6, 8. Yeah, Randy made a ball finally, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the 9.
Bill hits the
Yeah,
shot
he
good.
made
He's
the
knocking
9.
another ball down table.
You just don't want to make a mistake. Don't make a mistake now, Bill. Too long a day to do that to yourself. That's a very well hit ball right there. That's a safe bet.
Well, sometimes you overskiz it and go 2
Mhm.
rails and sell that ball out when you're trying to frizz on it. So He did it very well. Now what's he going to do here? I think he's got to shoot the deuce,
Oh yeah.
2 rails over, and don't follow it in.
Nope.
Or if you feel confident, lay off the 10 like this. Very.
I'd like him to make him work a little bit because he's going to take that
He's
15.
been making
out.
them work pretty good.
That's why the 2 ball. At least Billy's got to hit that 15 real good.
Ralph, you're starting to think one pocket. We'll put you in the A plus players for thinking like that. If he's behind the line, Ralph, he can't miss the 3 shooting the 10, carry him into the 6. This is what I don't like about here. I just don't see how that ball can possibly miss,
That 3-6 is wired down here.
especially from this angle.
Yeah.
But he hasn't even looked at it, but I don't know that he's had a shot at it
Yeah,
yet.
he could make it from here.
He's not even looking at it.
I know, but he could make it from here. He could come off to 14.
Yeah, whatever that stripe is there. But
Yeah.
he's going to bank the...
Oh, that Billy, I don't know what you're looking at. Is that just because it was close to where you were sitting in your chair? Holy mackerel. Wow. He's really even, I don't even know how to contemplate that. He's tired.
Well, you can shoot the 9 in the hole, tie up the stripe on the spot,
yeah.
even though it does make it a good combo.
He's got to cut that 2 ball a little bit to get.
Oh no, he can't do that. He just make the
Yeah.
9 in the hole, go down and hide him again.
He's acting like he's going to follow that ball and something
Or cut
good's
the
gonna
10.
happen. No, he's
Looking at it. He's looking at kicking the 9. That's a nice shot, maybe.
those are all maybes.
If you
I
don't
like-
go, you're too much English and you scratch, which would be nice at this point. Look, there's one ball you sell out if you. This is a big. Look at the hole here. You cut the 10, which is what he's going to do.
He's just laying up underneath the.
No, he's not. He's just playing safe.
All right, now he gave. What's that guy's name?
I've been calling you Scott. It's Randy.
Walker.
Randy Walker's got a bank, and then he can get over there and bank the 15, maybe.
Yeah, anything he shoots though, he's got to make. He can't. He's got to be careful with this cue ball because eventually Bill's going to look at that, unless there's something we're not seeing on that 3-6.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
But I think at the very worst it hangs up.
Maybe they're a little bit cockeyed or something. Bill's banking this.
Well, I don't,
He's just going to overcut it, put the cue ball up by the 9. You might not want to do that though. That side pocket starts getting pretty big.
No, you spin it the other way and go up in the middle of the table. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know why he's not looking at that carom.
From right here, I'd swear.
Even if, okay, here's what you can do. Shoot the 1 and shoot the carom,
Right,
and you don't leave no shot.
right. Yeah, just go to the 3-ball combo.
See,
Come
now
off
he's
the
looking
1.
at it. Now he's saying, wait a minute, what is this here?
What am I doing?
That John's been hollering about. Okay, you can shoot the 1 and 14. That's what he's looking at because
Right,
he's shooting the shot where he doesn't leave a shot. And even if you don't make it,
Sure.
you might be 3-railing the 1 on your side. He's going to shoot it.
Or he's going to slam this 10 ball. in.
He's grinning. He
Oh,
says,
he's-
"Wait a minute, how long has
he's-
this been here?"
He's trying to. He's getting a little spunky here, folks.
Well, you got to hit it pretty hard, but worst thing that happens is the 3's in the jaws, I think.
Yeah.
And you don't want to shoot it. And you might leave a bank, but I don't think so. Well, it must lay funnier than we think, Ralph, because he's had a couple chances to shoot it, and he's looked at it this last time.
Yes.
And he won't shoot. Now he can stiff the 14 but that's not a good idea. He was looking.
He actually can. He can do something with that 14. He just can't do anything good with the cue ball.
Well, he wants to roll it down and make him do something funny here.
Yeah, it's.
I like your shot shooting the 1.
Yes, I think you're right.
But he's gonna.
We all agree. Billy doesn't, but we do.
Well, this don't have to work either. So
No, he's going to try. He's looking at kind of like he's going to tick you off to 10 and let the.
no, he's
cue
gonna
ball
follow
come
this ball down and try to
one.
get.
No, he's going the 2 ball. Wow.
I don't like it.
No.
I told you that was the right shot.
Yeah, it's a right shot, but he missed it. Oh my goodness gracious! He
Well,
made
we yelled out 17 shots and none of them were the right
it. Yeah,
one.
he's going to spin down under this 14. Watch.
No, he's not just going to get on the rail over there.
Watch him spin down. I told you.
He's just going to get on the rail. Now he's got a chance to get a couple more.
Randy, they're both smiling.
But see, when you get tired and whatever, you're trying to do 2 things at once instead of just commit to the shot. Because most of the time, he's talking about a shot a long time ago. Most of the time, you're going to jaw it. But now you put inside English, try to get it over there, for safety. Why didn't he could have cut to 10, couldn't he?
One of the things too that's going on when you get tired is that these guys are just rolling the ball to their hole.
Yeah.
That was kind of a just shoot it, stop, stroke it, kind of like you're going to shoot a 9 ball or bank an 8 in or
He
something.
might just slam this into the 14.
He might find out right now if we're right or wrong. Yeah. No, I think he didn't want to hit all these balls. Something's going to come out for Randy, and Randy needs the ball. So
Now this is okay. If that ball lays funny already, if he kicks, he could make it worse.
yeah, and that's the shot right now. Just kick it up on the 3. There's no bang.
Maybe kick it hard and try to get lucky. Get a ball over by your
Why
hole.
not? Why
Of course,
not?
Bill only needs 1, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's not going to
I
work.
think he needs 1,
Kicking
2,
it hard,
4, 6,
you got to
7.
hide him behind that
I
ball.
think he only needs 1.
He does only need 1.
That's why he didn't shoot that combination. He's going to just let Randy. Randy's looking at it going, wow, he still hasn't shot that 3-6. Oh, man. He's supposed to roll up on the backside of this 3 right now.
Yeah, quit trying to.
There's nothing over there.
Going to bank the 10? Is he going to bank the 10? Oh, he's going to play the combo. He's going to play the 10 into the 15.
The bank combo. Sure.
Yeah.
Why not? Bill's hating it. Bill's hating he's hating this. Just shoot the 9 ball into the side pocket.
No.
Yeah. Oh no? Why not?
Well, you get a ball down on his side. Well, kick it.
He only needs 1.
Spin this ball.
Randy's shooting at everything.
I know, but you spin this and send the cue ball down there and just let him go on the 9 if he
Right.
wants. But he's putting inside it. Oh, he finally shot that shot. Shot's been dead for 2 hours.
Randy's wondering, like, what? That's what Bill's saying. Randy's saying to Bill right now. He's
Okay, folks, it's over.
20 minutes now. Why in the world haven't you shot that ball? That was pure. Folks, thanks for joining us. Always a pleasure. Another unexpectedly
Nice
longer
playing,
day.
guys.
Longer
Nice
day.
playing,
Yes,
guys.
good playing.
Everybody had a good time.
They deserved each other. That's what I'm going to say.
Well, no, but I mean, I gotta give him credit.
Absolutely.
Randy he hung in there. He was behind right from the get go.
So keep your eyes out for the next one. We're going to be letting another invitation go out this weekend. Probably try to do something next Friday. Get out there to the Shriners with Jay Miles at Hard Times this weekend. That's going to be a fun
8-ball.
fun event.
Play a little 8-ball.
A lot of players, I'm sure. Going to be a rainy day too, folks, in Sacramento. So not as much outside activity going on. But thanks for joining us, John. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. Always have fun.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Katie, for finally getting us up and running. I was just about ready to get my other mouse out. You came in just
We
in the nick
dodged
of
another
time.
bullet. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend.
night.
Be